Light. I'm keen, baby. I'm keen. Just waiting for that shit to go live. Give me that green light, baby. We are on. Hey guys, how you going? So today on BKR Sport, we are here for a very, very momentous occasion. And I am over the moon. I am so excited for this game here tonight between the New South Wales Waratahs and the Fijian Drua. Because obviously I'm a Fijian Drua fan. I'm in Fiji right now. I'm ready to get rocking and rolling here for the boys. Been supporting them since the National Rugby Championship days. Now they're in the big leagues. Now they're in the Super Rugby. And they've got the first game of the new season. This is the first game of the Australian really sporting season, and New Zealand, to be honest with you as well, because the A-League kind of transitions from year to year. You know, you've got the cricket that transition from year to year, but this is the first game of the season across all, and I'm just super excited here, obviously, to watch my boys run out, and it's going to be a good one too, because, look, the Fijian Drua, they are a brand new team, man. They are a brand new team that not many people know too much about. They're going to know about them pretty quickly and know not a pushover like a lot of people have been assuming. I'm hearing a lot of people talk nonsense about the Fijian Drua, and it's just not going to be happening. Yeah, look, they may be a bit rusty at first, but so are the Waratahs. The Waratahs haven't won a game in, 2 years or something like that? So, spare me on the dribble that the Fijian Drua are just going to get pumped every single game because it's just not going to happen. They've got the fast pace, they've got the energy, they've got the typical Fiji rugby style that we know that they absolutely kill it with every single time. And yeah, look, they've got a good team. Let's actually go through that team here just before we get into the Waratahs team too. Obviously, guys, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. We're going to be vlogging the game 3 at Suncorp Stadium in a couple of weeks' time. But for the time being, we're going to be streaming every single game. But the starting lineup here for the Fijian Drua, we've got Johnny Koronduandua, Tevita Ikonevere in the number 2 with Samu Tawaki in the number 3. Izoa Nasilasila in the number 4 with T. Ahewao Viri Daveta. That was a hard one to pronounce there. Number 6, my boy Meli Darren Alangi from the 7s. Looking forward to seeing him run around there in number 6 with Kitione Salawa in the number 7. Namani Nangusa, the captain in number 8. Number 9 is, someone's just joined up there and I don't even get to see who it is. Xavier Brown. Xavier Brown joined up for 2 months. Thank you very much, man. Says lovely content. Appreciate you, son. We'll get into everything in a second. Just obviously reading through this team here. I just heard that one in my ear. Baden Kerr, number 10. Number 9 was Simeone Gurvoli. Number 11, Vinaya Habosi. Number 12 is Calaveti Ravovo. And number 13, Apasolomi Vota. Number 14, Kitione Aratu. With number 15, Celestino Ravuntaumanda. Reserves, we've got Marcelami Dolocoto. I think Dolocoto actually plays for the 7s too. Timothy Salvoli, Manasa Saulo, Viliami Araracia, Vileve Miramira, Penny Matawalu, Caleb Bunce, and Onisi Artave as the reserves there, with the head coach being Mick Byrne, obviously. Now, guys, this game is going to be at Combank in Sydney right now. I wish it was over here in Fiji, but they're not the home team anyway. The Waratahs are the home team here. But like I said, the Waratahs haven't won a game in quite a while. Now, let me just go quickly get this Waratahs team lineup here, and then I'm going to read your guys' chat in the chat section over there. So definitely go and comment away over there. Let me just get this team lineup here for the Waratahs. If they want to show me, it might not show me here. It might not show me. Maybe they've got one of those double ones. Oh, they do have one of those double ones, I think. I don't know. It's all over the shop. Actually, they don't even have their team lineup here. If someone can get that team lineup for me, that would be fantastic. Because I can't see. Actually, I'll go onto my phone here, and I'll get it on my phone. But let me know your score predictions in the chat, guys. Obviously, the game kicks off in about 25 minutes' time. I just thought I'd jump on here, have a chat with you guys, kick back. And you know what? I don't drink on my streams, baby. I don't drink, but I got a Fiji Gold here. I'm going to be going out tonight after the game. But in Fiji, so if you're in Fiji and you want to go out, we'll see you out there. But I got Fiji Gold here, and I'm going to crack it open for the first game of the Fijian Drua history in the Super Rugby, which is going to be Super Rugby exciting. All right, so let's go here. This should have the Waratahs field right now. Okay, so in the number 1, they've got Bell. That's Gus Bell. Number 2 is Parecki. Number 3 is Johnson Holmes. Harry Johnson Holmes there. Number 4 is Jed Holloway. Number 5, they've got Cridge. Number 6 is obviously Lockie Swinton. Really good player there, Lockie Swinton. In the number 6, with the number 8 being Harris. Number 7 is Charlie Gamble. You go to the 9, which is Gordon. And then number 10 is Donaldson. They've got number 15, Newsom. On the wings, they've got Pietch and Turner. Obviously, Turner, fantastic player to watch, with Parisi and Fiketti in the number 12, Lalakai Fiketti. You know his name. If you don't know his name, you don't know much about rugby because he's a great player. On the bench, they've got Horton, Faulkner, Tuakapulu, Sinclair, Tizano, Robertson, Edmed, and Roberts. That is the team lineups there, baby, for the first game of the Super Rugby season. Now, let me go into the chat and let me see what you guys are cracking on over there. Crazy New Zealand says, let's go! Sachin Kellen says, I'm excited to see the Fijian Drua this season. It's going to be extremely exciting, man. It's going to be extremely exciting. Thank you very much to Veniana for joining the BKRmy. Appreciate you so much. Thank you very much for joining up there. And get around the Drua this season. But yeah, I really do appreciate that. But yeah, Sachin Kelson, it's going to be super exciting because this team obviously very fast-paced, very exciting. They've got the pace. If you guys had seen my preview for the upcoming season, the 2022 season, obviously I did say that there is still going to be some mistakes in this game. You do have to be patient. You know, as a Fijian Drua fan, I remember the reason why we didn't win all 3 years in the National Rugby Championship back in 2017, 2018, and 2019 was because of, one, the lack of discipline, which is something that Fiji has a problem with on all levels of rugby. And then number 2 is the ball handling skills, and there's a lot of drop balls. So we won in 2018, which was unbelievable. It could have been 2018 or 2019, but we won that year. But I genuinely believe they could have won every single year, all 3 of them, if it wasn't for their red cards and also the drop balls, because I believe they were the better team out of all the teams there, despite the fact you've got really good teams like the Queensland Country. Western Force were in the NRC back then as well, but I was at the final. I went through all those games that year, and hopefully I'm going to be back here in Fiji. I'm in Fiji right now, but hopefully I'm back in Fiji for the game against I think it's the Highlanders. I think the game is against the Highlanders in round number 11 or something like that in Suva, so I'll be vlogging that game. Creamy says Fijian Drua will absolutely crush the Waratahs. Can someone tell me what the odds are? Can someone tell me what the odds are looking like for this game here today? Because I'm not too sure. I heard today that the Drua were the underdogs, and I'm not too sure why. Okay, well, look, I'm not gonna lie. I understand why, but in the same sense, the Waratahs haven't won a game in over 2 years. You know, still no Michael Hooper here. They're still not exactly the most unbelievable team, and look, a team like the Drua, they can come in and play like sevens right now, and they're going to put some points behind this Waratahs team. Because this Waratahs team ain't great, mate. This Waratahs team isn't exactly fantastic, so be very careful in tipping the Waratahs in this one, because I think that they've got something to prove here this year. I think they'll come 9th, like I said in the predictions video, but in the same sense, they're still not that fantastic, and there's a long way for them to come. I just think that this is the first game for the Drua ever. Pretty much everyone in Fiji will be watching right now. I'm keen to, I'm going to have this drink, and I'm going to head out afterwards as well. It's going to be good atmosphere out there in Nandi tonight, so we're going to head out, but it's going to be fantastic just to see the Drua and a Fiji team on. This is the first time a Fiji team has ever been in an official big-time tournament besides a national tournament, which is, different. This is a domestic tournament, which is why it's so significant in my personal opinion. Broccoli Weaver says, legend, get around him. Simon Hughes says, good evening, good luck for you and the Fijian Drua. Get around the Drua, baby. Dosso Viti, baby. Dosso Viti. Lake Show says, I'm expecting a great game. Win or lose, Dosso Viti. Dosso, exactly right. Creamer says, chug it. Oh, I'm not going to chug it, mate. Relax, man. I do have some bounty rum over there, though. I do. It's over there, but I'm not going to get it for now. I'm going to get through a whole stream here first, lads. I'm going to get through a whole stream. Xavier Brown says, Tars beat the Reds in a preseason game a couple of weeks ago. Oh, here we go. Xavier Brown, are you a Tars fan? The fact that you called them the Tars, I'm feeling like you're a Tars fan. I think you're a Waratahs fan. Look, I'm not insulting the Waratahs, besides the fact I'm just telling you the stats, the actual fact that they haven't won a game in multiple years. And I just think that the way the Fijian Drua play, that a lot of people don't really understand how the Drua are going to play, because the 15s on a national level have really changed dramatically in regards to actually applying structure to the kind of fluent random offense, if you will, where they just pass the ball around, go crazy, and get wild and just kind of go for the attack. There is actually structure in the international game now, Fiji, and that's what we saw in the first game against New Zealand, where I argue they were robbed. Yes, they got beaten by 30 or 40 in the end, but it was like a 7-point game, and then the referee made a terrible call. New Zealand went and scored and then just romped them in the end. That was a terrible game for the referees. But in the same sense, the Fiji as a national team showed they're a quality team that have structure in their game as well. So hopefully we see that translate into the domestic game, because realistically, if you watch Super Rugby, you know the Argentinian Jaguares. They're not here anymore, but they were a team that really benefited from having that domestic team in the Super Rugby, which really helped Argentina to significantly grow and become the team that they have become. Like, they're still a bit how you going. Fiji have a higher ceiling than Argentina, but yeah, give it a couple of years, and the Fiji national team will really benefit from having the Drua in this competition. Crazy New Zealand says, those props for the Tars are big boys. Mate, they're big boys, mate. They're big boys. Especially, obviously, in rugby, man, you're always going to get some... the way rugby union is played compared to league, the props are just way bigger. It's because the scrums mean something in this game compared to league. There's not... Like, the reason why they're big is because they need to be massive for the scrum. In rugby league, you don't need to be massive for the scrum because the scrum doesn't really mean shit. Like, if you lose your own scrum in rugby league, you've got something wrong with you. Benabeam says, hello, jump Belny! Hello, how we doing? Michael Joshua Lewis, my score prediction is Fiji, 45-22. Let's go. YB Professors, can I get a hoya? Hoya! Trucking down under says, Veniana, exactly right, get around it. Jolame Tambake says, go Fijian Drua, hoya! David Kana says, hi bro, hello mate. I'm just in such a good mood that I don't even really care. You know, anyone can tell me to do anything and I'll probably do it. I'm just such a good mood. I'm just so excited. Actually, hold on a second there. Hold on a second there, champion. But I'm just so excited, man. You know, this has been... I will put a video out next week in regards to how I became a Fijian Drua fan. Obviously, like I said, I'm in Fiji and my family's Fijian, but that's not why I became a Drua fan. I actually became a Drua fan because I was going to watch a Australian Sevens Legends versus Fiji Sevens Legends, thinking that was the main game, and I actually turned up to the Fiji Drua versus Perth something. It wasn't Western Force. It might have been... It was Perth something. Anyway, long story short, that was, yeah. The vlog's on the channel, actually. You can check it out. Yeah, the vlog is on the channel still. Reed Nichols says, Better Beams just want a good cracking game. Yeah, man, just want an exciting game, man. Obviously, I don't want no bullshit. Please, referees, just, you know, mind your business. Do what you need to do, but, like, you know, mind your business, please. Don't get too much involved. Actually, you know what? We'll crack open the beer when the game starts. David Carner says, I heard the Penner Panthers are rumoured to be signing Corey Oates. We'll talk about NRL and another stream, my guy. Sachin Kelton says 27-10 the Drua. Ooh, I'm liking that. I'm liking that one. I think the Waratahs will still keep it close. Like, they are still a team that have been in the competition for a long time. See, this is the thing where I want to relax a few of us Drua fans out there, or people who are super excited to see the Drua just because it is obviously a fresh team, a new team, and obviously a phenomenal country like Fiji. Do be careful riding too high hopes on getting this win this first game, right? Because the problem is the Waratahs are a team that have had an organisation for a very, very significantly long time, right? So they know how to play at this level. Yes, they get pumped by the Satyrs. Yes, they get pumped by the Chiefs. Yes, they get pumped by the Highlanders, the Blues, everyone in New Zealand, right? But the point of the matter is that they're well equipped to deal with the situations that they're going to get thrown at them because they've been playing for so long. The Drua are still a new team. As much as I want to see them win this year, I don't think they're going to win this year. I have them for 6th, which is still very high from where everyone else thinks they're going to come because people just don't get how good Fiji rugby actually is. So, yeah, it's going to be very, very exciting, but do be careful thinking that it's going to be an easy win straight away. Xavier Brown says, I'm a Rebels fan, sadly not a Tars fan. Well, both are kind of sadly, to be honest with you. Both are sadly. At least the Waratahs have that history, though. You know what I'm saying? Copper says, a Fiji NRL team would be the go. They do have the Fiji Silktails now in the New South Wales Cup. I think they're based in Queensland, though, funnily enough. Should be in the Queensland Cup there, but then again, Papua New Guinea are already there. But they do have that team there with the... They do have the Fiji Silktails coming through. So eventually, long-term wise, it definitely is the go. It definitely will be something that they will consider, I guarantee it. But obviously, it's not in the near future. They've got the Super Rugby to deal with. It's still, you're still going to see how it chugs along in regards to when they get their home games here, because they've only got one home game this year. Everyone else is one home game at Suncorp, one home games at CommBank, and one home games, I think, it's somewhere else. I don't know. But yeah, they've got 3 home games all over the shop. Michael says, spent Christmas Day with Melly. Can't wait to see him play. Oh, good stuff, man. I usually see him out here. I usually see him out at the old Bar One, the big fella. He's a good bloke. He's a good bloke. I've interviewed him before on the channel for I think it was one of the Oceania Sevens. No, he's a good bloke, man. He's a funny guy. Terry Moore says, hey, it's going to be exciting to see what he does in the number 6 role here for the Drua here today. It is going to be super exciting. Xavier Brown says, Drua versus Perth Spirit, wasn't it? That's the one. Drua versus the Perth Spirit was the one you were talking about. I was talking about, sorry, not you were talking about. Filimoni Indro Nangere says, Bullet from Cambodia. Gee whiz, all the way in Cambodia, getting ready for the Fijian Drua. That's what we like to see, baby. That's what we like to see. What time is it in Cambodia right now? What time is it in Cambodia? That is not the end of the earth, but you definitely can see the end of the earth from there. You definitely can. Someone used, I think it might be the Perth Gold as a development. No, it's the Perth Spirit. He was right. Xavier Brown was right. Someone used, I do wonder if Fiji has the commercial base for an NRL team. I definitely believe it does. Yeah, it definitely does. Fiji, like the thing is, people always misunderstand what it's like for these teams to come in. Like when you're getting a Fiji Drua, you don't want to see Australians go over to Fijian Drua. You don't want to see Kiwis go into the Fijian Drua. And this is the biggest problem with the Moana Pacifica, is that we all have a problem with the fact that we believe, anyone who knows the Super Rugby believes that Moana Pacifica realistically isn't going to be representing, well, it's going to represent on a technical level the islands of Samoa, Tonga, technically Fiji, Cook Islands, Niue, and all the little areas around, little islands around here, Tuvalu and whatnot. That's who the Moana Pacifica is meant to be representing, and they will technically represent them on a name level. But I think that's basically, and I think everyone believes that's basically just another New Zealand team coming through to implement their youth into the system. So it's unfortunate, but that's why when I say, when Papua New Guinea's coming in, no one should be thinking about what Australians are going to go and live there or New Zealanders are going to go and live there. That's not the point. The point is to build the game inside Papua New Guinea. And that's the same thing with Fiji right now. The whole point the Drua have a team right now, and the whole point the Moana Pacifica have a team right now, is meant to be so we can grow the islands and make the talent coming through, give them an outlet, give them an outlet, because you're probably not going to be getting that outlet in the Reds or the Waratahs or the Chiefs or the Highlanders or the Crusaders unless you are unbelievably crazy good before you even show how good you can be, if you know what I'm saying. But if you've got the Fiji Drua here, you can come through the ranks at a domestic level and you're going to get noticed. You're not going to get noticed by the Reds at a domestic level. So that's why these teams right here are so crucial, and I prefer it, no offense to South Africa, but I prefer this way more than with South Africa, way more. And South Africa made their own problems over time too. South Africa brought in a lot of problems by saying, yeah, look, let's bring in Japan and then let's get rid of Japan. Oh yeah, cool, let's make 5 teams there in Australia. Happy? Oh wait, no, not happy. South Africa had their own problems. Josh Neal says, Doso Viti Doso! Yo. Simon Hughes says, I already read that comment. Philemoni Nangare says 3:34 p.m. Oh, good stuff. 3:34 p.m. there. All right. Well, there's 10 minutes to go here until the game does get started, guys. 10 minutes to go until the game does get started. Gee whiz, it's getting time, nearly time. Julian Ali says he's going to live stream the game. Due to broadcasting restrictions, man, it is actually illegal for me to show you the games. The best I can do is sit here, commentate the game, tell you exactly what's going on, and also talk to you guys in the chat. The live score will come up below us, but yeah, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to find the live stream of the game on YouTube anywhere. It just kind of is what it is. They'll take you down immediately, son. Xavier Brown says, is there any players that are playing for the Drua that are not Fijian? I don't believe so. Let's go quickly get this team lineup here. I don't believe so. I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong there. But I'll check. Thank you very much to Julian Ali for subscribing. Appreciate you, dude. Let me just quickly go have a look over here. Because you just look at the names, mate. You just look at the names, and you would safely assume that pretty much all of them are Fiji in there. Just chuck $5 on Fiji. AJ, how much is the Drua paying? How much are they paying? Because it's like, it seems like they're not the favourites here. When I believe they probably should be the favourites. I believe they probably should be the favourites here. But what would I know, eh? What would I know? I'm just a random bloke watching the game, eh? What would I know? Korandua, Ekonavere, Tawaki, Nasilasila, Derandekaveta, Deranlangi, Salawa, Nangusa, Kuravoli, Baden Kerr. Doesn't necessarily sound like a Fijian name, it probably is. Hambosi, Ravovo, Vota, Ratu, Ravuntamanda, Torkoto, Savoli, Saulo, Rarcia, Mirmira, Matawalu. Caleb Muntz doesn't necessarily sound like a Fiji name, but it could be. And then on this here, Rotave. So most of them are, but it just comes down to, some of them sounds a little bit, different than what the normal would be. So I would assume that they all are though. Dana says $4.50 in New Zealand. $4. The Drua paying $4. That's wild, man. Like, that's wild. That's some wild odds, man. That's some wild odds. That is crazy odds, man. That is crazy odds there. Yikes. Let's just do this here. BP says, as always, Blaze, looking forward to your brilliant commentary. Way better than any of the official broadcasters. Hashtag Doso. Appreciate you, big papa. He's here. He's ready to go. He's ready to rock and roll. And I do appreciate that, man. Obviously, getting into the new seasons now, so really going to start. We're obviously going to be pumping out all 3 games tomorrow. We've got the games on Sunday too. And when the NRL comes back on, we're going to really immersify them both. We're going to put them both in with each other. So it's not like it's just going to be rugby league this year. We are going to be doing a mixture of Super Rugby and Rugby League, which is going to be the goods, baby. Baden Kerr is a New Zealander. I knew it wasn't a Fiji name. I knew it wasn't a Fiji name there. ZDT says, Moas will be happy with that cricket score. I have no idea. I don't know what's going on in the cricket right now. I wouldn't have a clue what's going on in the cricket right now because all I'm caring about right now is getting this stream up so that I'm rocking and rolling. Here for this game as the Fijian Drua win. $80 says, stuff it. I might just chuck another $20 on them. I just think it's crazy odds. Like, I understand why the odds are like that. I do. I think I understand why, because they're a new team. But it's just so discrediting. It really is. It is so discrediting to a team that really can bring anything. Copper says, hope Waratahs get run over. Those are Vidi. John Finifiwaki says, are you streaming all the Super Rugby games this year? I'll be doing as many as I can. I will be doing the NRL too, obviously. And the NRL is a predominant one, but I will definitely be doing as much as I can. I'll have to just choose which games probably mean the most, and then work them in alongside each other is what I would say to that. That's what I would say. But yeah, I'll do as many as I can because there is less games on a weekend than the NRL. Obviously, I think it's 8 games for the NRL and there's 5 games for the 5 games for the Super Rugby. 5 games for the Super Rugby. ADL says watching the Rugby League and also watching you. Yeah, how's that going? How's that going? I heard the Raiders are killing the Roosters, but in the same sense, like whoopsie do, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a trial game. Like it's not really crazily unexpected there. Not really crazily unexpected there. Football video says Drew is going to win by 10. I hope you're right, mate. I hope you are right. Yeah, let's go. ZDT says South Africa will bowl for 95 in the first innings. Then New Zealand will bowl for 482. And in the second innings, South Africa are 34 for 3. Oh, well, there you go. Alrighty, baby. Yeah, I wish I was at this game, though, man. Truly. Look, I tell you what, the first game in Super, I'm going to be talking to the Drua to try and get one of those media passes like I usually do with them. But I tell you what, I will be at that first game in Super. Woohoo, baby! 24 degrees Celsius, partly cloudy. Let's get it, baby. Xavier Brown says there is 5 games this week, but normally 6. 1 caught up because of the COVID case. Yeah, actually, it's time. Let's crack it. Let's crack this Fiji Gold beer, baby. We don't usually drink on stream, but I'm going to do it. Dosa Vithi, baby. Let's get it. Here we go. Yeah, now that's dropped over there. It doesn't really matter. Cheers, everyone. Dosa Vithi, and let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Faraz Alam says, where's Moas? That shithouse. Gee whiz. I just realized I read ZD's comment and I didn't even actually listen to what he was saying there. What did he say? He said South Africa will bowl for 95 in the first innings. Then New Zealand will bowl for 482. And in the second innings, South Africa are 34 for 3. Holy shit, he ain't tuning in. He ain't tuning in, mate. He ain't tuning in, mate. Scotty Burns says, get it in ya. All right, I will. All right, let's get it. All right. I tell you who you should be really excited to see here today, guys. Matawalu. Matawalu will be good. Also, there's a Fijian winger at the Western Force that you guys need to tune in for when we stream their game because I'll be bigging him up. I think it's Matavesi. Tell you what, it's going to be an exciting season for even the Western Force, who, although I've got them coming 11th, I still think this is going to be a much more competitive team. I still think that overall we're going to see overall we're still going to see much better teams. Like, obviously, if you haven't seen my predictions video yet, go and check it out. But it's going to be fun, man. I just can't believe I'm watching this. Like 2-3 years ago, man, and you told me that the Fijian Drua were going to have a team in the Super Rugby playing alongside the Crusaders, playing alongside a team like the Waratahs with such really good success in the past, and on the official level. And then you tell me that Fiji are going to be on that level. Man, I would have told you you're crazy, man. They won the 2018 final against Queensland Country. It was just such a fantastic moment. But the moment that if we ever won Super Rugby, man, oh my goodness me, that would be emotional because everyone in Fiji loves their rugby. 15s isn't as big as 7s by any means. The 15s is actually people think of it as a bit of a joke here in a way. Like they love it when the World Cup's on and Test matches are on, but it's still not as big as the 7s. So, things like this really do enhance this format of the game really, really well because I believe that the Drua, having a team in this professional level, there's everyone who goes to the Crusaders is now surely going to be a Drua fan. Everyone who goes to the Chiefs is surely now going to be a Drua fan. If you're in Fiji and you're going to tell me that you're going to go for another team still, I'm sorry, but you need to sort yourself out. You need to sort yourself out because this game here is representing the culture of Fiji. This team here is representing everything to do with Fiji, and they're going to play with some passion, some pride, and you're going to really enjoy the way this team plays. So please, for the love of God, if you're supporting a New Zealand team or an Australian team, get behind your local. Get behind your actual national team here in Fijian Drua. Stop getting behind the Crusaders and the Chiefs because it's time to really support the Super Rugby Pacific over here in Fiji. Sue says, are you showing the actual game or is this just commentary? It is just commentary, unfortunately, my guy. Due to broadcasting restrictions, it's illegal for me to show you the game live, but the best I can do is commentate and tell you exactly what's going on. And the Fijian Drua right now, we're walking out, baby! We're walking out, baby. We are walking out onto the field right now. Creamer says, I'll say 24-8 Drua. That's a hard score to get. What, 7, 14, 21, 24? Actually, no. 3 converted tries and a penalty goal. Sue says, where can I watch the game? I think Fiji 1 has it if you're in Fiji, my guy. I think Fiji 1. I'm watching it on Super Rugby live on a stream right now because I can't do anything else. I can't get KO in Fiji. So I'm currently watching it on the computer on a stream, but if you're in front of a TV, you can watch it on Fiji 1, I think. It's usually played live there, I believe. John Finifuaki says, Moana was supposed to play the Blues before this game. Yeah, I know. I was actually about to put the stream up. I did my thumbnail, and I was uploading the stream for the Pacifica game, and then I noticed that it said postponed, and I was like, okay, well, no. Jack Dean says, hi, how's your day been today? Actually, I haven't been too well, mate. I haven't been too well, but I'm having a good night here tonight, and I'm going out after this, so it's going to be even better. ZDT says, rugby and cricket are strict on copyright grounds, aren't they? Everyone really is. Not when it comes to like footage that's already played. If you're putting up footage that's already played and highlighting it and whatnot, it's not as strict. NRL is strict for that. NRL is super strict, and boxing. NRL and boxing are the 2 most strict sports in the world for the content that you use. By a long way. But John, like with that Moana game being postponed, as much as that does suck, obviously, I'm so happy to be seeing my team as the first team. My team being the Fijian Drua as the first team to get going and playing here. Big Bopper says, KO only showing the NRL, Stand Super Rugby. Oh, Stand Super Rugby union rights. Yeah, so you can't even get onto the old KO. You're just going to use the old BKR Sport. Rosa Makoma says, can we watch the game now, please? Due to broadcasting restrictions, it won't be able to happen, but we are about to see the Fijian haka here, baby. Let's get it. What an awesome moment, man. It really is interesting how we've changed the jersey that we used to wear in the National Rugby Championship, though. Things that we have changed everything. It used to be a completely different jersey. We had the lights, this sky blue, and it was similar to a Waratahs jersey, I guess. Look at this. Yeah, baby. Get it, baby. ZTC, remember someone's stream got taken down for having an NRL scoreboard? Yeah, I know, exactly right. Richard Sin says, let's go, Drua. Tosso, Drua. Yo. Tosso, manda. Let's get it. Yo. This is awesome, man. Look at this. Getting the Fijian haka going here. Everyone getting around it. That looks like Frankie Lamani. That's not Frankie Lamani. Oh, sorry. I don't know who that is, but he looks like Frankie Lamani on the left there. He's a younger Frankie Lamani. He's a younger Frankie Lamani. He's a younger Frankie Lamani. But alrighty, there we go. Awesome, man. Oh, man, it would mean so much to me and also Fiji if we can get this win today, though. I'll have a crazy night for Drua win tonight, I tell you. I'll tell you. Come on, here we go. So if you don't know, guys, obviously there's 12 teams in this league now. All 5 teams from Australia, all 5 teams from New Zealand, Moana Pacifica, and the Fijian Drua. Basically, I believe it goes down to, there's 4 teams that can make the finals. I think there's only 2 semi-finals, if I'm not mistaken. Ryan Simpson, how Sport, how was your Christmas went? Christmas? Mate, it's February. It's nearly March, mate. What the shit you talking about having my Christmas? What? Why are you asking me about my Christmas, man? It's nearly March, my guy. Some of you says, I like the old Fiji Drua jersey. Yeah, no, the old Fiji Drua was awesome. I was actually going to buy one, but I thought I may as well. I have an old Fijian Drua jersey. Rosa says, are you in Fiji? Oh, I absolutely am. I'm in Nandi. Oh, Nandi right now. But alrighty, here we go. And we are underway. Yeah. Come on. Alrighty. So just got to reload this right now. And then we can get rock and roll and commentating on what's exactly happening. Fiji now paying $4.55. Could be easy money. Relax. I'm giving you a big spiel on why Fiji is going to win because I'm a Fiji Drua fan. But in the same sense, I believe they're going to win. I do. I believe they're going to win this. I think they're going to be super exciting, and they're going to win this game. But with that being said, I do think that you should be a little careful. Taki, please. Okay, Taki. Taki. Don't you misuse that. Don't you misuse that bloody Taki. Darren Daniels says, don't think I've ever seen the Drua play, but hey, they are already the most likeable team in Super Rugby. You wouldn't have. Unless you watched the National Rugby Championship, you would never have seen this team play, which is unfortunate. Because the National Rugby Championship is the step down in Australia with teams like the Perth Spirit at the time before the Western Force, the Greater Western Sydney Rams, the Queensland Country. I think Brisbane City was one as well. Brisbane City is one as well. But, all right. So we're about 2 minutes in here. I'm just having to refresh this stream here because it's just screwed up. Dal Leeson says, been busy. How is this new format working? I think there's only 4 spots in the finals. There's 12 teams, 4 spots in the finals, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know in the chat if I'm wrong. Oh, no, sorry. Someone here said, yeah, that's right. Playoffs are a top 8, and my guessing you probably need to win 7 to make the playoffs. Top 8, you would need to be... Because I'm not too sure. You play each team once, right? And then you get into those finals, and then, yeah, I'm not too sure. All I know... Oh, here we go. Okay, my stream's back on. Now I can commentate. So I think there is actually a penalty here for the Waratahs here. No, it's a line out here for the Fijian Drua. Minute 22 in here, inside the 22. Let's get it. Here we go. So line out here for the Drua, just inside the 22. Rosa Mikoma says, toss on Drua. Drua will win this game. Yes, please. And that's a big line out down deep. That's the exciting play here. Inside the 22. Come on, baby. Let's get it. 10 metres out here for the Fijian Drua. 10 metres out. Roll it out right inside. I couldn't tell you a lot of these guys. I'm going to have to really get used to the team and the players throughout the year to tell you who's got the ball and whatnot. But right this second, it's very difficult because they're all very fresh blood, young blood coming through the system. So left-hand side here for the Drua. They're about 22 metres out right now. Here we go. Big chance, big chance. The big bubba. Go, you good thing. 5 metres out now. 5 metres out. Get that rolling more going. Drive it, drive it, drive it. Okay, here we go. Now get the ball out. It's a penalty. Damn it. That's a penalty. Penalty to the Waratahs there. Unlucky there for the Drua. They gave it a good crack, though. Dale Leeson says, well, I'm a Crusaders fan, so I can guarantee they be there. Oh, come on, Dale. Come on, Dale. My guy. We can't be killing. You want to get on the nice up-and-comers. You know, why would you want to get on the team that's already won 4 in the last 5 years? Get on the next up-and-coming team that's going to win in this year or next year. Someone here said, I think each team plays 14 games. You play each team once, but then you play a couple other teams more than once. Yeah, I saw that. But I think that when it comes to finals, it'd be a straight knockout system, surely. So you'd only have to play like 3 games. Or Waratahs here, spread the ball out left-hand side. There's not much defense out here. The Waratahs are away. They're at the 22. They're going to kick this ball over the top. And there's going to be a player back there. So that's going to be okay. Stay in. Yes, the Fiji Drua get the ball. And they're going to be away now. They're just outside their own 22. And roll that ball across. The only thing I do get nervous about today is the lack of experience. And the fact that sometimes they may push a pass too many, which will put them into a bad situation. But the Waratahs here are starting off relatively aggressive with their physicality, which is good to see for them too, mind you. You know, I still am Australian. I know I love my Fijian Drua, but I still am Australian. I want to see the Australian teams do better than the Kiwis. You know what I'm saying? So, I still want to see improvement for the Waratahs, regardless of the result here in today's game. Rose says, whose ball? It is going to be the Waratahs' ball here because the Fiji Drua just kicked the ball away. The Waratahs were away just then, but it was a good tackle by the Drua. But it'll be a line out here for the Waratahs at the attacking 22 right now. The number 2 here for the Waratahs is going to get this ball in. Unfortunately, not a fantastic crowd here for the Super Rugby at CommBank, but it's not an unbelievable surprise. It is a team that hasn't won in 2 years versus a team that's just fresh into the competition. But the Waratahs here getting the rolling ball going here off the line out. They're pushing. They're about 15 metres out. The first attacking possession of the game here for the Waratahs. They're pushing. They're going to get this ball out the back. The number 9 spreads it out to the right-hand side. They spread it out again inside the 22. There's a bit of a gap here. Bit of a gap. Kind of utilise a play there for your own benefit, but cool. Cool story there, man. And it's going to be Waratahs with the ball here. 10 metres out. They spread it out to the left-hand side. They got through the big forward here. Number 6. Oh, look at the number 6 go right up the guts there. Right up the guts. That was a great run. Short ball. Still not making a great deal of progress right now. They get it back to the 22. They spread it out. He looked like he wanted to kick that for a second, but he does not kick it. They're now back at the 10 metres out here for the Waratahs. Trying to shoot the ball. He shot the ball. Fiji's ball. Let's go, baby. Go, you good thing. Step on the inside. inside. It's taken down. So Drua now with the ball inside their own 22. That was a great strip on the line, which has now prevented the Waratahs from getting that try that they probably would have believed they'd get pretty easily considering the freshness of this team right now. Ryan's... Oh, no, they're going to lose the ball. It's going to go backwards, though. Is this Kuravoli? Yeah, it is Kuravoli, the number 9. Kuravoli is the number 9 there. So the Drua now with the ball still inside their own 22. Let's kick this ball away here. Kick the ball away, get the ball back to the goal line, wax it down. Decent kick if it goes out. It's not going to go out, but it's still inside the 50. So pretty good kick there, to be honest with you. And now the Waratahs will run this ball straight back past the halfway line. They're going to get this one out to the wing. They're trying to really utilize this left wing right now. Waratahs, whoa, forward pass, no. No forward pass. You dodgy, you dodgy. You dodgy. Gee whiz. Rosa says, Highlanders getting around the Highlanders. Rosa says, okay, Mother totale. So right-hand side here for the Waratahs. They're just outside the 20, now to the 40, sorry. Oh, steps on the inside. Great run there by the number 15 for the Waratahs. Gets the ball back easily there. Oh, that's going to be a oh, no, advantage. What? What did the referee just call there? Did he just call penalty advantage, or did he just say nothing happened? I don't even know what he just called just then. So left-hand side of the Waratahs at the 40. GT Sports says, Rose, becoming want you live stream. I don't know. Joseph Yayas has come on the Fijian Drua. Let's go. A Drua here. Great defense. Oh, penalty. Need to be smart, man. Need to be way smarter than that. And they're just going to kick the ball away here, the Waratahs. So it's going to be a penalty here to the Waratahs. Jenny, yes, I will do the NRL when it starts. I do an NRL podcast every single Tuesday night now, so definitely get ready for that. Someone here says, playoff system is basically 1 versus 8 and 2 versus 7. So basically the old NRL and AFL system. The NRL used to have first versus 8, second versus 7, third versus 6th, and fourth versus 5th. And that's what the AFL had too. But then the AFL changed it. The NRL changed it, I think, in 2010 to 11. So that must be what they're going with here in the Super Rugby. Copter says, go home the Floppatars. Who do you go for, Copter? Who do you go for? Sorry, I forgot to say Ducky. So 7 minutes gone. Don't forget, guys, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you are new around here. We'll be streaming every single Drua game live for absolutely this year. I even want to back in Australia, but they're going to go for the penalty here. Ben Donaldson. He's got 12 caps to his name with 40 points and 11 conversions. 7.5 minutes gone. They're about 50 metres out here, so it's still a decently strong kick right now. That's going to go through. Yeah, that's a good kick. That's a great kick. That's a great kick. So it will be 3-0 to the Waratahs. 3-0 to the Tars. Copper says, Queensland Reds all day. Good stuff, man. Obviously, the Reds are my Australian team. I am from the Gold Coast, so I do always get around the Reds as a Australian team. But obviously, because I've supported the Drua since their National Rugby Championship days, I was always going to back in the boys here in Fiji. But alrighty, 8 minutes gone here, and it is Waratahs up 3-0. And sure little kick there. That's a drop ball. That's going to be a knock on from the Waratahs. Come on. Let's get it. Drew will get the ball. Ryan Sims, I think the Chiefs will beat the Highlanders. Thoughts on that? Actually, yeah, who are the games this week? Chiefs, Highlanders, I believe the Chiefs will win, but I don't know if they play this week, do they? I don't think the Chiefs play the Highlanders this week, do they? Oh, they do. Yeah, tomorrow, Chiefs, Highlanders. I'll take Chiefs to win that at Wakatipu Rugby Club. Crusaders, Hurricanes, I'll take the Crusaders. And the Reds, Rebels, I'll definitely take the Reds. With the Brumbies and Western Force, I'll take the Brumbies. Pretty easy week in my personal opinion. Crazy New Zealand says, crowd looks decent in one half of the stadium. Yeah, look, obviously, it is a team that hasn't won in 2 years, the Waratahs, versus a team from Fiji. So you do have to understand. But in the same sense, there is a decent population of Fijians out in Western Sydney that probably would have gotten to this game. Quarterfolio gets the ball out here, and they're going to step around, and the Drua here just outside the 22, get the offload away. Couldn't get the offload away. Smart rugby there. Well, there you go. You don't usually see it. Oh, whoa, referee, hello, sorry. No. You don't call that shit. I'm sorry. You're going to call that knock on there you're going to call that knock on there inside the wow, okay. Okay, you're going to call the knock on there. We see knock-ons like that all the time in rugby, man. We see knock-ons like that all the time in rugby that don't get called. You better call that in future because that is a knock-on in any other sport. Rugby league, absolutely, that's a knock-on. But in rugby union, you don't usually see that get called as a knock-on. So, ballsy call there by the referee. Stevie Warren says, hello, mate. It's not like a game-changing decision there, but I'm just saying, like, usually you see those get let off in rugby union. So, you better be letting that off all night here tonight. You better be letting that off all night here tonight, Mr. Referee. All right, so Waratahs with the scrum just outside their own 22 right now. Rose says, who ball? It is Waratahs ball just outside the 22. So good scrummy by the Fijian Drua. Good scrum. Oh, they're going to get this ball out here. Left-hand side again. They're really utilising this left wing here, the Waratahs. And wow, he punches off him just then. He just pushes off him. He just pushes off him. Right-hand side of the Waratahs outside the 40. Dasmate says they should just stop the game now. Oh, my God, Dasmate. The Waratahs. Oh, no. He's a Waratahs fan coming in here. Get into it. Punch him in the chat. Punch that man. So, big kick up there. That's a knock on there, surely, from the Waratahs. Oh, it's going to be definitely a knock on there from the Drua anyway. And they're going to call knock on. No, it's going to be a penalty here to the Waratahs. Penalty to the Waratahs. This is what I said, guys. Discipline. Discipline is a key factor in this game. Always is when it comes to the Drua. And that would have been probably knocked. I think the first one was knocked back from Fiji, so it would have been a knock on anyway. It would have been a knock on from the Drua anyway, but it will be called as a penalty to the Waratahs. And they're going to get the ball for a line out pretty much at exactly where that knock on occurred anyway. Brogan Lewis is slap him. Exactly right, slap him. Just slap him, mate. Just get a good slapping going, son. Get a good slapping going. But I'm really liking the look of Kuravoli in this early part of the game. Yes, he made that knock on that usually doesn't get called, but I'm really liking the way that Kuravoli looks very early days here. Very early days. All right, so good line out there by the Waratahs. They're going to try and utilise this rolling ball here again from the line out. They're going to push inside the 22 here. The Fijian Drua knee. That's going to be a penalty. Another penalty by the Drua, and this is going to be their problem here today, guys, unfortunately. This is unfortunately going to be the problem. They really need to stop going in with some really dumb calls here with their defense. But this is what I told you could happen. They are a new team. It's going to take a little bit of time to get used to the professional level that they're currently at right now. You know, these guys are all fresh talent coming through the system, really young, and you can't really necessarily just simply expect them to be at the same level straight away immediately. So, you know, it took the Drua. The Drua still made the finals in the first year of the National Rugby Championship back in 2017, but they got knocked out because of their... Oh, that's a try. Surely it's a try here. Maybe not. They're 2 meters out. Get over the top, 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 get over the top. Surely penalty. Ah! He didn't call it early enough. Left-hand side here, Waratahs get the ball. Good tackle last second there. They're 1 meter out. The Waratahs going to push and held up over the line. Maybe held up over the line. Hold him up. Where's the ball? I don't even know where the ball is right now. I don't even know where the ball is. Well, what's going on there? Hello, there's a player that's been taken out here. I want to have a look over here. The player's been taken out. The number, is that Kuravoli? The on-field decisions try here for the Waratahs, but can we have a look at outside the play here with the player from that area getting thrown by the collar here to get him out of the area? I think he's got to cross the line here. That's not kind of my issue. See, Kuravoli just gets thrown there. What happened there? Why is he getting thrown there? So it's going to be a try. It's going to be 10-0 here to the Waratahs. But I just don't understand why we're allowing the play to get picked up off the ground there and just thrown. Look at this. Kuravoli is literally on the ground here. And I'm not saying this prevents the try at all. What I'm saying is this player needs to have a talking to because he's on the ground there, Kuravoli. Gets picked up and thrown out the back. So try there for the Waratahs. Try there for the Waratahs. It will be 8-0, but it will be 10-0 at the end of it. Well, it's definitely the discipline already here for the Drua that is unfortunately putting them into a bit of a bad situation. Damn it. So they will get the kick there, and it is 10-0 to the Waratahs. 14 minutes in. That driving maul, though, is probably what's going to be screwing them here, though. The driving maul is something that the Drua aren't necessarily feeling that... Well, they're feeling the physicality now, but I don't think they were necessarily prepared for the physicality because just look at the way Kuravoli got thrown then. Don't think that's allowed, but just look at the way the Kuravoli just got thrown. And also, that was really lackluster in regards to kind of just knowing the situation there in regards to the defense. So the Waratahs here at the 22, they're going to get taken down. 57% possession so far for the Waratahs. Drua have had a couple of opportunities, but have also given away a penalty in those opportunities. 66% territory so far. Crazy New Zealand says, hopefully Swinton has a good season. Wallabies could use his mongrel. I think the Wallabies are going to have a good year this year, man. I think most... that's a great kick there by the Waratahs. Jeez. That's a fantastic kick past halfway there. So the Drua will get the line out, but that is an unbelievable kick there past halfway. Actually, sorry, at halfway there. But I think the Wallabies are going to have a good year this year. I've been saying to you guys for years now, the Wallabies are a contender in 2023. People said I was crazy in 2019, 2020. People said I was crazy. 2021, people said I was crazy. 2022, and we'll see how long I'm crazy for. So, surely that's a penalty to Drua. No, apparently not. So at the halfway point, they're going to run that one back to around the 40 here. Oh, that's going to be a knock-on. Oh, penalty. Oh, hello. So a penalty to Drua. Shut your goddamn mouth talking shit, Waratah buddy loser. What the shit you doing, man? You're the one who gave away the penalty. Don't cry me a river. My God. What's he having a crack for? So it's a penalty here to the Drua from about 40 out. I don't think you should go over the 3 here. Fiji never usually go over the 3 in these situations. Look at this muppet. Look at this muppet even the Waratahs talking shit. Shut your mouth, man. You guys haven't won shit in like 2 years. Get in my face. So they are going to go for the 3 here. Smart. Trust us, your commentating sounds like an auctioneer. Nice. Well, the thing is, man, is like, you got to remember that with what I do, right? So I'm not only do I have to give my opinion to you guys, but I've got to commentate what's happening in the game. So with the fact that I've got to commentate the game, I've got to look at the chat, I've got to read your guys' chat out, I've got to give my opinion, and also whilst, just kind of summing up everything that's going on in the sport, it does get to a point where you have to go really, really fast to get everything in. So the kick will be successful. That's the first points. The Fijian Drua will lock up there, baby. And that is 10-3 here to the Waratahs. But the Drua are on the board. Dosoviti. But yeah, I do get like an auctioneer sometimes. It just gets so fast. You just have to. Broccoli says, imagine talking shit to a new team. Imagine talking shit to Fiji. What a horrible, horrible man. What a horrible, horrible man. Crazy New Zealand says, let's see the Tars try push other teams around like that. Yeah, picked out the big bob up front row forward there. Picked the big prop. Just picked out the the winger there for the VG. Like, brother, you're like about 100. You're like 100 kilos bigger than him. And they're gonna kick this ball to the halfway point here to the 4. That's a great kick here for the Drua. That's right to the halfway point. They're going to get this ball in quickly here, the Waratahs. They're going to spread it out. I don't think that playing with pace is probably the way to beat the Drua here, lads. And that's why you're going to get smashed right there. Playing with pace against the Drua, you want to slow this ball down. You don't want to get this energy going because they will utilize this energy. That's how Fiji plays. That's how Fiji plays, baby. And that's a terrible kick there by the Waratahs. Yeah, play. Give me your fast-paced game style now, mother bitch. Give me your fast-paced game style now, mother bitch. Get around the Drua. So right inside of the Drua there at the halfway point. Islander. This is Vinaka for the live commentary. Vinaka Vago level. We're here every single time, man. Oh, it's a knock-on. It's a knock-on. But yeah, we're here every single time, man, so I appreciate you. Jack Dean says, Ashen Agar better get 100 this year if he's going to open or else he's hopeless. Definitely a different sport. Definitely. I don't believe Ashen Agar plays for the Fijian Drua. I don't think so. If Ashen Agar plays the Fijian Drua, I do feel sorry for him having to go up against... a couple of these big bumpers. Because he's going to get crunched. He's going to get crunched, mate. Thank you much to Meli Ganalao for subscribing. Appreciate you. If I do miss somebody who subscribes, guys, please let me know. Because you don't even need to let me know. But I do appreciate anyone who does subscribe, obviously. So, 10-3 here, the Waratahs. They've got the scrum at just outside the 40 right now. Where do they go here? Oh, look at the big fella, Meli there. Meli Dalalangi. Waiting to get a good push through those significant quads. He's missing out on a big night in Nanny tonight, the big fella. He's missing out on bar 1. Islanders is loving that Fiji gold cold one. Yeah, well, I got a bounty rum over just behind the screen over here, but that's for later. They're going to get a penalty here. They're going to go for the 3 here, the Waratahs. They'll go for the Waratahs. They'll go for the 3 here. Somebody says, I was definitely expecting a tough early minutes for the Drua, and it shows. Yeah. Well, look, I think the Drua have done well, man. Like, look, this is the first time they've ever been in a professional competition. National Rugby Championship isn't class of professional rugby competition. This is the first time that they're in a professional big one, and they're only down by 7 right now, about to be 10. But I think they're doing fine, man. They've been ill-disciplined. We can see that. They're always going to be one of those teams that are very, rocks and diamonds. But when they get those diamonds going, they are a team that will put some points on, baby. They're a team that will put some points on. But sometimes they will also leak points, and sometimes they will give away a lot of penalties and also red cards. Trust us, go the Waratahs. Oh, here he goes. Oh, no, here he comes. The Tars fan, he's in the building. Like I said, man, I have no problem with any of the Australian teams. Don't get me started on those bloody Kiwi teams. No, I don't really mind them. I don't really hate teams anymore. The only team I hate in the world is Man United. I don't really hate teams anymore. because I have such a respect for the game. Oh, it's going to be a good 3 there. He's just going to sneak that one in off the just on the inside of that right up right there. So it will be 13-3 here, 10-point game, 19.5 minutes gone. Let's hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Savvy Brown says, how good is the Fijian domestic league? It's fine. It's aggressive, but it's also there's no funding. Let's put it that way. There's no funding. I actually haven't. That's a great kick from the Tars again. So there's some really good kicking here for the sidelines from inside the 22 for both teams in this game so far. Look, it's fine. It's not anything that many would appreciate unless you kind of know that the physicality's there. But it's more about kind of just throwing the ball around. So there's a lot of knock-ons is what I'll put it to. But there's no funding. And that's going to be not straight, and the Waratahs will get the ball off the line out. As the Sports says, hello Blaze, who scored the try? Aren't you Fijian? What do you mean go to Tars? As the Sports, aren't you Fijian, Matabish? What do you mean go to Tars? You are a Fijian. Oh, crunch! Jeez. That was a crunch. Who scored the try? I can't remember who scored the try, but the Waratahs scored the try. I can't remember who it was. So left-hand side here. Oh, great pass. Oh, that's going to be Fiji ball. Oh, damn it. I thought we were going to be away to score a try there. Will Harris scored the try. Thanks, Gracie New Zealand. Creamy says, is it Fiji or PNG rugby that's brutal? It definitely wouldn't be PNG rugby. Fiji rugby is a lot more... Or unless you're talking about like Samoa or something like that. Yeah, that's a penalty. They might go for the 3 here. I don't know. They might make it 16-3 here. Yeah, deliberate knockdown. So Donaldson will go for another 3 here. So if you've got him in fancy, well, you're loving this. You are loving this. So it'll be 16-3 here, you would safely assume. The last one was quite close, though, to be fair. So they're literally taking a kick from right in front of you. So definitely assume this one to go over. Definitely just simply assume this one to go over here. But to be fair, like that was knocked back there. Like that wasn't knocked on there. Like that was pretty clearly knocked back, that ball. Unless I'm crazy with my suggestion here. So Ben Donaldson here from right in front to make this one a 16-3 game here. And that is exactly what he will do. Right on through. So 16-3, 22 minutes gone in this game. And the Drua, unfortunately, it's their discipline. But that one did look like it was a deliberate knockdown. But it did also really go backwards. It did also really go backwards there. But whatever, man. We'll move. We'll groove. Don't worry. We'll move and groove. If you think about rugby league, Creamer, then I'd say the PNG domestic... Well, if there is a PNG domestic league. I'd say it's probably better than the... Oh, the kick didn't even go 10. Oh my god, the kick didn't even go 10 from the Drua. As Sports says, I'm half Australian, Fijian. That's all I need. That's all I need. You're a Fijian Drua fan now. You're not a Waratahs fan. My family is Fijian, but I go for the Tars. No, you don't. In Super Rugby, no, you don't. But looking forward to what Drua can do in the comp for the first time. I know, because you're a Drua fan. Trust says, off topic, but have you tried the new Rugby 22 game or no? I haven't yet. I want to, but I've heard some bad reports about it. I haven't had a crack at it, no. But I have heard some not so great reports about it. But I was excited to see how it goes. I'm very flattered. I'm going back to Australia in a couple of weeks' time for the Rugby League season. Plus, also, I want to go to some of these Drua games before I come back to the Fiji to go to the Drua versus, I think, Highlanders in Suva in round 11. But, yeah, I'm a bit busy to be playing Rugby 22. But I do hear that it's not exactly as great as people were expecting it to be. Creamy says, I think it is PNG that I'm thinking of, and they absolutely smashed each other. Bloody good watch. You're probably thinking Rugby League, though, not Rugby Union. So there's a scrum here for the Tars at the halfway point. Something here says the Aussie and Kiwi refs will test the Drua discipline as usual. Yeah. It'll take a while for the Drua to get into it in regards to getting their discipline sorted. Fiji on an international level always have a problem with the discipline because we all know what it's like we don't all know, but anyone who's been to Fiji knows how the game is played here in this country. Pack Island says, can you not show the game live? It's not live here in the UK. Unfortunately not, Pack Island. Unfortunately, due to broadcasting restrictions, it is illegal. But the best I can do is commentate it like an auctioneer and let you guys know exactly what's going on. Richie Nike says, De Rosen! Man, he's unbelievable, man. Oh, man. I tell you what, I can't wait to start streaming again on BKR Sport USA for that one. That's a penalty in the Waratahs. Shit, man. Shit. Oh, they're broken through. They're broken through. Good ankle tap there. Ankle tap. Great ankle tap there by the Fijian Drua to stop him from getting through. Waratahs spread this ball out left-hand side here. He fakes the ball and taken down. He gets the offload away at the 22. Spreads it out here to the number 1 and gets it off to Donaldson. He's taken down. So the Waratahs here at the 22. They spread this ball out to the left-hand side. Still 3-on-3 here, though. They've got the numbers. And they're going to spread this out. Take a great hit. Geez, really good physical hit there from the Drua. Right-hand side of the Waratahs. Right the guts. Crunch, baby. Crunch. Give him that crunch. Give him that Captain Crunch. And the money is a penalty too. Yo, tosso. Ha 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 ha. Let's go, big fella. Humbossy, baby. Humbossy with a huge hit. Humbossy with the big old smackaroono. Risky Nike says on the beverage place. Oh, mate, get around it. On the bevos. On the bevos. Heading out in Nandi after this as well. Heading out in Nandi after this. So, have a cheeky little crack. Somebody says, good to see you chugging a good old Fiji gold, Blaze. Get around it, mate. Get around it. Somebody says, watching the live stream on Facebook and yours is a little faster. Oh, there is a live stream on Facebook, is there? Unbelievable. All right, so the Drua here at the halfway point. We're going to have the line out after that penalty. Oh, we're going to get another penalty here. Beautiful. All right, beautiful. So we're going to run this one straight up the guts here at the 40. Now we're talking. Here we go. Now we've got that energy going. We need that energy. It's gone backwards though. It's fine. It's gone backwards here. The number 10 here for, it's Baden Kerr with the ball, and he's going to run this one to the 45. Dallies has always wondered, you are live at some crazy times. You actually have a job. My job is being awesome, mate. My job is simply being awesome. I'm going to refresh the stream here because the stream just stopped for some reason. I don't know why. Copper says, will we get a stream later with some drunk dancing? Absolutely not, mate. Absolutely not. You do not get to see the old bar one. You do not get to see the old bar one. As sports, what a tackle. That's what we call a good old tackle, mate. That was a fantastic tackle there. But 26 minutes in here, just having to refresh the live stream because for some reason it just froze. Which means it's the live stream itself, not the internet, because I can obviously see your comments still refreshing and whatnot there. Refreshing, speaking about refreshing, but I'm very happy that they're able to get a bit of energy going now, which is impressive. The Drua will always motivate off their the positive. Oh, we got a penalty too over the positive plays like this big run here. Whoa, big fella. Now we're talking. Humbossy's looking like a really good little snap here. Humbossy's looking really good. I don't know why I went to big screen because now I'm just ignoring you guys in the chat. But it's going to be a penalty here. A line out, to the Drua at the 22. They had the penalty. They kicked it to the 22. So big chance here for the Drua, baby. Big chance here for the Drua. Big old chance. Brogan Weaver says everyone in here is a Drua fan now. Yeah, if you think you're not a Drua fan, you're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself, unfortunately. If you say that you're a Waratahs fan, unfortunately, you're a liar. You are. Trust said he's a Waratahs fan, but unfortunately Trust is a dirty little liar. So, yeah, go the Drua. 27 minutes gone here. Fiji with the ball 15 metres out. Get the line out going. Come on, let's get a try here. And we'll catch the line out. And they're not going to push it off they're not going to try for the rolling. No! Knock on again, man. What I tell you? Discipline, ball handling. Discipline and penalty. Discipline and ball handling. Discipline and ball handling. I literally called this game before the game started. Shit, man. Knock on and then we give away a penalty. Like, holy damn. Xavier Brown says, who's the Drua 3? He's huge. Would not want to fight him. No, you wouldn't want to fight anyone. Don't fight anyone, mate. Somebody says, Blaze streams are officially a Drua fan zone. Absolutely. Kind of almost stream. If my team's playing in a game, it's very difficult to be in the stream and not support the team that I'm going for. Like it is. Like if you're here for a Ball stream, a Titan stream, a Man City stream, a Fijian Drua stream, or a Geelong stream, oh, that's not straight. Oh, it doesn't matter. We're going to get the ball anyway. It wasn't straight though, and it was actually so far. Wow, could have volleyed with a nice little run there. So Drua will win that line against the feed there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now we're talking. That's the first time I've seen something. Oh, Nasilisilla with a huge run there, straight to the 40. That's going to be a penalty for not releasing. Penalty there for not releasing. He's still on the ground. Hello. What do you mean that's fine, referee? He was still on the ground. He was still holding on, which prevented. Good kick over the top there. Oh, that's tackle in air. Tackle in air. Tackle in air. Hello? Hello? I was going to say that's a late call for a penalty there, the referee. That is a blatant tackle in air. Get that call going a lot quicker there, referee, because that was a late call. Trust his words, he's unbiased. It's very unbiased. Very. Mate, if you think that's not tackle in air, then you were the drunk one here. If you don't think that's a tackle in air, then I think you need to go see a psychiatrist. I think you need to go see a psychologist and a psychiatrist. And you may as well go to a masseuse too. Just do it because you can. But overall, you probably need to be checking something out in the old noggin if you think that wasn't tackle in air. Jack Dennis, do you still have that Geelong Cat shirt? Man, I have heaps of Geelong Cat stuff. Alrighty, so Drua here at the 22. This red flagging or something. He's definitely lagging. Left-hand side here. Here we go. That's a huge run. Oh, inside the 10 here. Here we go. Big chance. Oh my God, what a huge run. 5 meters out here. Come on. Dosso. Get this ball out here. Spread the ball out left. We'll go out to the forwards instead. The big number 5. Holy shit, man. Holy shit. Knock on. Knock on. Ryan Simpson's question, who's your favourite referee? No one. Bro, that's such a bad mistake too. That's such a bad mistake. It's not, there's no excuse for that mistake. That was such a legitimately poor mistake. Damn it, man. So 10 minutes to go here. The first half is going to hit that thumbs up button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. If you want to get involved in the chat, guys, it is free. Just subscribe, refresh the page, and then jump over there and tell Trust that he's a big old Drua fan. Risky Nike says, typical mistakes. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, it is typical mistakes in the Drua. I told you this is what happens before the game. There is no one here that can tell me I didn't tell you guys that. Thank you much to Hurricane for subscribing. Is Hurricane a Hurricanes fan? Or is Hurricane just saying that what we get all the time here in Fiji? Well, we don't get Hurricanes, we get Cyclones, but still. You get the joke, right? You get the joke. So the Waratahs here coming out from the 10 metre, well, not 10 metre line, but they're coming out of the 10 right now. Just trying to push it up forward here through the forwards to get a bit of extra breathing space. Penalty. Come on! Penalty to the Drua. Let's get it. So penalty to the Drua here, and it's going to be about 10 metres out here from the line. Big turnover there for the Drua. Sammy Sue says, good thing you're streaming and commentary keeps me updated on what's happening while I struggle looking for live streaming on Facebook. Mate, VIPbox.tv is where I use. But it's a line out here. They're not going to go for the 3. They're going to go for the line out, and I love that shit. That's aggressive, and that's beautiful. It's aggressive. It's beautiful. Beautiful, man. Trust us, you got Twitch? No, I don't. Do I need Twitch? Do I need it? Brock Lewis says, Hurricane's a Drua fan. Hurricane better be a Drua fan, tell you. All right, everyone is a Drua fan, to be fair. I don't even know why I even got confused. So 32 minutes gone here, and the Drua will lose the line out. Oh, my God. Get him in goal. Oh, man. We lost our own line out 5 meters out. You joke. Oh, turnover. Oh, for penalty to the Waratahs. Bro, you shitting me? How? How do we lose our own line out and then proceed to give away a penalty? On their 5 metre line. I need this Fiji goal to get through this bloody bullshit right now. They're showing a lot of promise, though. They are. There is a lot of promise. There is a lot of positivity that I'm seeing right now, but jeez. A lot of knock-ons and a lot of ill discipline. The old number 2 there, unfortunately. Actually, I need to, every time I see a number, I have to look at their name so that I can remember it for the season, because we're here for every game, so I need to remember it for the season. Jump on Instagram, jump on the Fijian Drua Instagram. Who's the number 2? Trust says, be fair with the commentating, mate. Trust me when I say no. Captain James says, Fiji is a Super Rugby team. Time to get out from under my rock. Captain James, you don't even know this, but yeah, there is Fijian Drua, and there is also Moana Pacifica, which represents Samoa, Tonga, Cook Islands, Niue. Oh, that's a great play there for an extra 20, 30 metres there. Yeah, there's 2 new teams, and obviously they have and a penalty to the... Man, penalty again, man. Just so much penalties. So many penalties. Toxic Marvin says, you won't show the trial match is going on now? Look, probably not, to be honest with you, man. I'll do when I can. I will. I'll do when I can. But overall, not really. I've got an NRL podcast I'm doing every single Tuesday night that I speak for an hour and a half, 2 hours with you guys, where you guys shoot your questions through. I put your questions up on the screen and then respond to you. So we do that. But the trial match is like, I've got the Super Rugby on now, which is actual games. And then when the NRL comes on, we'll immerse the both of them together. So not really. But if there's no game on at that time and there's a trial game on, I'll smack it out, absolutely. I'm just organising my taxi for after this stream. Can you organise for 10:45? I told you guys I'm going out in Nandi. I'm going out in Nandi after this. If you're in Nandi right now and you're going out afterwards, well, I'll see you. Sammy Susan says, trust Blaze being biased is just his inner Drua fans, or usual. Maybe, I could be a Drua fan. I could be just a good bloke. Or maybe I'm just both. So Waratahs here going to kick this ball inside the 22, and here's a line out for them at probably about 10 minutes out here. Crazy New Zealand's a feisty game so far, kind of. I can see there's a bit of aggression here for the Waratahs trying to be like the big bro and tell you, like, this is what you're going to experience. Like, if the Drua think this is aggressive right now, or if the Drua think that this is a very physical game, you wait until they play the Crusaders. You wait until you see the Crusaders play. So the Waratahs here trying to push the driving maul, and they're going to score a try. They're going to score a try here. They're 1 metre out. They're going to score. Yep, penalty advantage, try time. How about that for unbiased commentating, right? How about that one for unbiased commentating there? You like that one, Trust? They're going to screw a try. Try. What do you want from me, man? I ain't going to support your damn well Waratahs. I'm not supporting your Waratahs. When they're not playing the Drua, I'll get behind them. But I ain't getting behind them today. Risky Nike said it well, ill-disciplined. Yeah, it always happens, man, unfortunately. It just is. It's just because the way the game is played on a domestic level here in Fiji is so different to the way it's played on a professional level everywhere else. I'm trying to get the New South Wales Waratahs team lineup here. New South Wales Waratahs team lineup. So try time there for the Waratahs, and I don't like it, and nobody likes it. Okay, Waratahs scored. Show me this number 2. Who's number 2 here? Because he's having a really good game. He's having a phenomenal game here for the Waratahs. So Dave Parecki was the one who scored that try there for the Waratahs, by the way, guys. Who is the number 2? Fixtures. Maybe we'll show it in the fixtures. Why would they not tell us on their Instagram page? Oh, it's going to tell us here on the fixture list. So it's 21-3, and they missed a kick. Let's go. So it's 21-3 here. They will miss the kick. So who is the lineup? Okay, here we go. Lineup. Are you joking? Smart insights for real fans. Sign up now. I ain't signing up just so I can know who the number 2 is, mate. I ain't signing up just so I can see who the number 2 is. Oh, I can do it on my phone, actually. Lake Show says, Drua needs to work on discipline, the rest will follow. Absolutely. That's been a thing for a very long time now. That's been a thing for a very long time, my guy. But like I said, it's to do with the core roots of the game in this country, and obviously they learn. They'll learn quickly. They'll learn. So the Waratahs on the ball here, just outside their own 22. Hurricane says, my dog said you should subscribe. Well, Hurricane's dog said you should subscribe, so you got to believe the dog. The dog is a man's best friend. If the dog said subscribe, then you got to subscribe right now. If you don't do it, you're just disrespecting an animal. And no one likes an animal abuser, man. So just get behind it and subscribe. Oh, Quartavoli with a huge run there to the 40. Unbelievable. That was a great little run there to the 40 there by Quartavoli. He's been very good here today. He made a couple of mistakes, but still been good here today. I wouldn't say very good, but he's been good. Nasila there with a nice little run to the 40. Left-hand side now, right up the guts for the Drua. He's very funny. He's very funny looking at this Drua team. Oh, that's not funny. That's not funny, that lost ball there. So Drua will get the ball now. And they're going to have to kick this one outside from their own 10 or so. Oh, look at this. Huge run. Just gets out the side of the 22 there. And it will be... Oh, well, come on, man. That's out the side. Oh, turnover. That's a penalty. Drua, let's go. I'll take that shit. Every day. I'll take that shit every single day. Oh, it's Parecki. Dave Parecki is the number 2 that I was talking about, by the way, guys. Dave Parecki. Emmanuel Dorani says, Tivita Ikonavere is the hooker for Drua. I was thinking about for the Waratahs because I thought he was having a very good game. But Ikonavere, he's been okay. He's been fine. I think that so far in this game here today, Quartavoli has been good. And I think that Revovo has had a few good runs, but Humbosi, he's been good. Vinaya Humbosi, the winger there out on the left, he's been having a pretty good game too. So, yeah, look, it's been the first half of the first ever game for the Drua. You can't expect too much here, guys. Everyone wants to see a win. I'm going to tell you, you're calling that not straight, but you called the other one fine? You bloody bastard. Gee whiz, man. Gee whiz. Trust says unbiased. The Drua are about as disciplined as Blaze is fair. No shade. Trust, how dare you? How dare you? This is just disrespectful, man. I am so unbiased. I've never been as unbiased as this in my life. Creamy says, I like that dog. The dog's a good dog, you know. I can't believe they've called that not straight, but they didn't call the last one not straight. How do you call that one not straight? How do you call that one but not the last one? Sammy Sue says, pretty much expected the Tars to nail the Drua on the mauls and set pieces despite staunch defense from the visitors. I think the second half will be a bit better here for the Drua. But then again, it might come down to a bit of stamina as well, man. It might come down to seeing kind of what they can do stamina-wise because they have the Drua even played. Outside of that National Rugby Championship, did they have any games? Was it just like a local leagues that they played in last year? Can anyone let me know? I obviously didn't have time to follow them in the local leagues and whatnot while they weren't having any games in the National Rugby Championship or in the Super Rugby Pacific in between. So I'm not too sure what they were doing in between. Because I know the Fiji Silktails in the Rugby League weren't able to have any games. They might have played domestic Rugby League, but really, it would have been just the same thing because they hadn't had any taste of what New South Wales Cup action is. Because New South Wales Cup action is still difficult, guys. It is still pretty difficult. All right, so 30 seconds to go here of the first half. $30 seconds to go in the first half. Come on. I know the Warriors have the ball, so the Drua won't score here. What do you mean? One second here. Sorry, guys. All right, so about to be half time here. And it's a penalty to the Waratahs. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Xavier Brown says, did you know that Marika Kotobeti didn't play contact rugby until he was 17? Crazy considering how good he is. Yeah, absolutely. He's over in Japan now, though. He left the Rebels, didn't he? I think he's over in Japan, which was a huge loss for not only the Rebels, but also for the Wallabies. Oh, cool. So it's going to need me. Oh, no, it doesn't refresh it. So they'll kick this one. So the line that will be played here, I wonder if the Waratahs will play this out. I don't think so. I don't think they'll need to. As you Sport says, my VIP box TV doesn't work on my iPad. Do I have to use laptop or computer? I don't know. I'm on a computer, man, so I'm not too sure. I didn't even drink any there. 40.5 minutes gone here, so we are into the red. And that's a good lineup there with the Waratahs. Just kick the ball out. Kick the ball out, man. Come on, man. Just get the ball out. The Waratahs are going to play this one straight up the guts here. They're really going to show the Drua. This is... that's going to be a penalty to the Drua. Yeah, good work. Turnover. So it's going to be a penalty. It's going to be half-time. So it should be half-time here. Oh, the Drua's not going to... Okay, cool. We're going to allow this. All right, well, the Drua's not going to just walk off here. They're going to try and... They're not going to say that'll do us. If I'm the Drua... Well, I know what the Drua usually... Well, what Fiji are usually like. And that is going to be for a line-out here. So the line-out's going to be at the 40. The Drua aren't going to stop this play. They're going to just go for this. So 41 minutes gone here. We're into the red, but the Drua are going to keep playing this. Islander says, bring out the run, please. Looking forward to that one. Bulla, hey. It's 9:31 p.m., sir. It's 9:31 p.m. Don't make me bring out the rum, mate. Don't make me bring out the rum too early. So, they lost the line out. You are joking me, dude. Come on, man. And they're going to kick this ball out of the Waratahs. Smart idea. So half-time here. It is going to be 21-3 here to the Waratahs. I think that was still a reasonably fine half there by the Fijian Drua. I don't think anyone should be too upset with how the how the Drua have played in this first half. Yeah, look, very ill-disciplined, very much lacking in their ball handling skills. But we know this coming into this tournament, and that's what's going to be their Achilles heel this year. They do have the energy, they do have the pace, they do have the excitement, they do have the ability to be physical, but in the same sense, this is the Waratahs. This team hasn't won in 2 years. If you're not going to be able to out-muscle a team like this, then you ain't going to be doing nothing against any of these Kiwi teams. Like the Highlanders have a big pack too. They've got a lot of players out this year injured and whatnot, but at the same sense, the Highlanders still have a big pack. The Hurricanes, my God, how are you going to take down Addis Ababa? How is this Drua team going to take down Addis Ababa right now? It's scary to think. I think the Drua are going to be better and they will adapt relatively quickly, but this is a harsh lesson for them right now. They need to sort out these ball handling issues. They really do, and they need to do it quickly. Copper says, halftime is pie time. Mate, I could deal with a pie right now. Ryan Simpson says, what do you rank your Fiji Drua first half performance so far? I'd give it a 6. They gave it a go. It's not a blowout by any means. Obviously, 21-3 is not an ideal score by any means whatsoever. But in the same sense, if you think about it in the sense that this is the first ever game the Fijian Drua have played on a professional international level. This is a whole team that's just been thrown together from 7s, from 15s, from all over the place, from domestic rugby in Fiji, internationals and whatnot. They're away to the Waratahs, who haven't won in a long time, so they've got something to prove. This team has a really successful past as well, so it's not like they don't know how to win as an organisation. There's just so many things that go against the Drua here, but I think they've done well considering. I think they've done a decent deal defending considering. I think this Waratahs would probably be down by about 30 points to the Crusaders right now. I think the way the Waratahs played in that first half, the Crusaders would have romped them. I think that the Reds would have romped them. I think most teams would have romped them on that first half. But unfortunately, for the Drua, it is their first ever crack at it. But still exciting to watch them play, man. Still exciting to watch them play. ZDT says, wow, just got back and was expecting a Drua's lead. No, not really, man. Not really. It's good to hope and dream. But realistically, I think the $4 odds were ridiculous. I think that was discrediting to this Drua team. But with that being said, I still think that it's not surprising now, because I did tell you I understood why the odds were like that because of the issues that I just outlined. Sammy Susan says, still not bad for the Drua so far. A little bit of some motivational speech from Byrne might get them to regroup and get it together. I just think this is just a learning curve for them, man. They need to understand what the professional level is like. That's all this is really. Mevita says, would Hawaii beat Fiji? What the stupid comment is that? Would Hawaii beat Fiji? Fiji would beat that team by about 100. What are you talking about? What planet are you living? Fiji would beat Hawaii by literally probably 350 points. What are you talking about? What's going on there? Trust says 21-3 so far. Well, good job, Drua. It has actually been good job, Drua, man. We can't be too upset at how they've gone. Can't be too upset at how we've gone. But obviously, hit that thumbs up button, guys. Subscribe for new around here. We've got 1.5 to go. And then what games are we streaming tomorrow? We're doing all 3 games tomorrow. ZDT says, I only was expecting that because the poll was in favour of the Druas. Obviously, I shouldn't trust based off that. So, ZDT, I think I tell people this all the time. You see that poll over there? That is a poll that people say who they're supporting realistically. No one really tips. If you don't have usually people are going to predict the team they want to win. So I have a lot more Drua fan base on this channel. I have a lot more Fiji fans coming through the channel and a lot more Fiji fans will be trying to watch this game right now. So all those votes there are pretty much just from Fijians coming on here. So they're not going to vote for the Waratahs. So that's why you don't really look at that. But I guess we were speaking incredibly positively about them beforehand, so a lot of people would have assumed. Mevita says, I thought so I'm kind of new to this sport. Man, Hawaii? Where did you even get Hawaii from? That's why we're like, what? Where did you even get Hawaii from? Trust says, just this year, I think the Drua will be gap fillers. Realistically, I don't see them performing even to the next year, just my opinion. Disagree. I disagree completely. I still think I think 6 is probably too high for them now. I would say they're still more than likely going to be coming in the top 8. I think they will play finals. I think they're better than the Western Force. I think they'll be better than the Rebels. I think they'll be better than Moana Pacifica. The only worry now is that they might not get over the Waratahs. And they might come 9th. They might come 9th or 10th. I definitely can't see them coming last. I definitely can see this team beating the Pacifica. The Western Force are going to be interesting. I think that'll be a very close game, actually, between them and the Western Force. It just needs to come down to them getting their physicality right. Sammy Susan says, Drua did all right in the first half, or the second half intensity is going to be really make them work hard to compete. Yeah, but they need to learn because they play... who do they play next week? Let's have a look at who the Drua play next week. Because the New Zealand teams are on a different level physicality-wise. Because that's how you beat New Zealand. But beating New Zealand, you just have to outmuscle them. If you outmuscle them, you beat them. Who do they play next week? Fijian Drua next week get to play the Brumbies. Ooh, in Canberra too. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Brumbies in Canberra is a big yikes. And then they get to play the Melbourne Rebels at Suncorp. So that could be a win there for the Drua up at Suncorp. And then after that, they play the Reds at Suncorp 2 weeks straight. Oh, I can go to 2 games there. And then they play at Leichhardt against the Western Force. Wow, at Leichhardt, it's a random game. That is super random there. But that'll be good to see. Leichhardt, Western Force versus the Drua. I don't think they'll get many people there, though, to be honest with you. Actually, that's what I was going to do. What are the games tomorrow that we're going to be streaming? Somebody says, it was expected that the Drua would struggle anyways in the first few seasons, although it's early days now. I believe that the first season could be a bit of a struggle, but in the same sense, I still believe they'll be a top 8 team. All right, so let's go back here round 1, and tomorrow is Chiefs Highlanders at 3:35 p.m. my time, 6:05 p.m. for the Satyrs and Hurricanes. That'll be a good game, actually. Both those first 2 games will be good, and the Rebels and the Reds later on at Suncorp will be a Reds victory by a decent bit, I would personally say. But overall, there's some 2 really big New Zealand games there between the Satyrs, Hurricanes, and the Chiefs Highlanders. I'll take the Chiefs there. I know the Highlanders were pretty decent last year, but I still think the Chiefs are going to be better this year. And obviously, they're playing for Sean Wainui. They did lose Damien McKenzie, though. The Chiefs did lose Damien McKenzie. You've got to remember, that is a tough one to be losing. That is a really tough one to be losing there with Damien McKenzie. He is a huge player. By the way, guys, we're 16 likes. 16 likes away from the old Hungy bomb. Boom, boom. Let's get it. Emmanuel says, did the Drua perform Nambole? Is that the haka? Is that what you're referring to? Or am I all over the shop there? Captain James says, wish I could watch this game instead of Rio 2. Rio 2. Mate, come on, man. Just imagine. Just imagine the characters are all a part of it. You know, Rio 2. Jeez, you've got the kids watching, have you? Xavier Brown says, who's the best Fijian player right now and of all time? All time. Oh, that's sevens, though. Sevens, Waisali Sarevi. Or you could even say Jerry Dua, to be honest with you, there in the sevens. But Waisali Sarevi in the sevens. But 15s? 15s. Let's have a look here. Sorry, I just got a message there. Did I say, did you say Daniel McKenzie? Insane player, yo. I'd love to watch him. Yeah, but he's not at the Chiefs anymore. He's left. He's gone. He's not at the Chiefs anymore. Memphis says, let's go Reds. You're a Red supporter, right, Blaze? Do I look like a Red supporter? Shit, man. Does this look like I'm drinking Queensland beer? Do I look like this is saying, buddy, Queensland? Does that look like a QUEENS? LAND? Does it look like a Queensland, mate? Does it look like Queensland, mate? I can get a shirt that says Queensland, but I'm not wearing it right now. Crazy Disneyland said Radradra is up there. That was the first player that I thought of, but with that being said, Radradra is more known for his... to be fair, no, he's actually more known for his union. Radradra would be up there. Radradra would have been the best winger of all time in rugby league, in my personal opinion, if he had kept playing. If he had kept playing, Radradra would have... Nambole was definitely the Drua haka, yeah. So they did. Yeah, they did, Emmanuel. They did. So I wasn't aware what the name of it was. Now I know. But what was I saying? Yeah, Radradra is definitely up there. Let me know in the chat, guys. Anyone who wants to put in regards to who you think is the best Fiji rugby 15s player of all time, not sevens, because Waisali Serevi would be number 1 for sevens, and then probably closely followed by Jerry Tuai. But 15s, Radradra has to definitely be up there. I'm actually going to Google this. I'm going to see what Google's saying here. Usually Google comes up with some random shit. By the way, if you're just tuning in, guys, and you're wondering where the game is, it's halftime right now. It is halftime right now. Actually, I can do this. I don't even need to look at this on my phone. I can go here on my computer, baby. I just go here on my computer. All right, so best Fiji rugby 15 player of all time. Let's see what Google has to offer me. Well, it's got Sarevi. Namani Nandolo is definitely up there. They've got Semi Radradra here. Viliame Mata, Penny Ravai. It's a lot of these recent plays here. Amaniasi Duimamba. Ben Volavola. Maybe not so much in the kicking regards. I think this is just giving me Fijian players. Because I don't think a lot of guys would say that Benny Volavola is one of the greatest of all times because of his lack of kicking. Track says, can we get a halftime dance? Medvedev says, Captain James, guess what? You have Rio 2 on your TV and I have Kung Fu Panda 2 on mine. Yeah, but you're choosing to watch Kung Fu Panda 2. He's not choosing to watch Kung Fu Panda 2. He is unfortunately being, because of the kids, he is being forced to watch it. You have chosen to watch Kung Fu Bloody Panda 2, Daniel Bloody Medvedev. And I think the reason why you've chosen it is because you're so upset that the Australian public made you look like a muppet at the Australian Open. I think that's why. Achille Ugarte, but he's rugby league, though. Achille Ugarte was rugby league. He was a very good rugby league player, though, Achille Ugarte. Henry Spate, Yanuya Notawa, Lottie Takiri. He played more of... He was Australian. He was Fijian Australian, but I wouldn't really regard him as Fiji, considering he was Wallabies, basically. So... And he also played with the Broncos and the Maroons, I believe, as well. Actually, definitely did. Marco Conobetti. But he's Wallabies as well. Shit. I'm trying to think of a Fijian who actually just simply played for Fiji that we could talk about here. Memphis says, Captain James, me too. That's why I'm watching it. Crazy New Zealand says, Conobetti, Samuel Korevi. Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Conobetti, Wallabies. Korevi, Wallabies. Naholo, yes, Naholo's there. Yato, Kunatani, Tuisova. A bit young, though. Nakarawa, a few of my favourite Fijian players. I don't know if they're the best, though. Oh, yeah. But, yeah, a couple of those guys are still very fresh. Napoleoni Lalanga from Singatoka. That's Rugby Town right there. Patrick Osborne, who plays a winger for the Highlanders in Super Rugby. He's a Fijian rugby union footballer. Patrick Osborne, Fijian, is he? Pedro Sivanasiva, big 7 cents a litre, 70 cents a litre. He's rugby league, though. Radniki Samo, but that was Wallabies again. Sisa Wonga, that's rugby league, though. Fraser Lum says, has Vunivalu represented Fiji? No. Maybe sevens? No. I don't know. Has Vunivalu played for the Fiji national team? Why am I now looking at a list that has OJ Simpson and Oscar Pistorius and Floyd Mayweather? What list is this? I've just gone from the most obnoxious athletes. Okay, because I went from looking at the best Fiji rugby players of all time to having a list of OJ Simpson number 1, Oscar Pistorius number 2, and if you know those two guys, you don't want to know those two guys. Floyd Mayweather number 3, Donny Manziel number 4, and then Jalen Ramsey number 5. That was the most random switch. That was the most random switch I've ever seen. I don't think so. Maybe rugby league he has. Yeah, I can see the chat talking about him rugby league. Robert Tuilavuka. The game has started. It's halftime. We're just waiting here for the second half to get underway. If you're waiting for the game to watch the game due to broadcasting restrictions, it is illegal for me to show you the game. But the best I can do is obviously sit here and tell you what's happening. And right now, what's happening is a bit of this, drop ball, and a bit of this. Penalty. That's what's happening. That is exactly what is happening. Jack Dean says, hi, Medvedev. I know what it feels like when you're up 2 sets of love and you lose. Oh, gee whiz. Manasa Tambuandua says he played for Fiji Rugby League. Yeah, I know he played for the Fiji Rugby League, but I don't think the Vunivalu, because obviously he's in sevens now, he's in rugby union now, but he also would play for the Wallabies. He wanted to play with the Wallabies. He didn't want to play for Fiji in union. So I think his best option would have been to play, actually, for the Fiji Rugby Union to have a better shout, because I don't think he was ever getting a shot over Kellaway and also over Marco Conobetti. But then again, Conobetti's not there anymore. He can't play for the Australians anymore unless they get rid of the law. What's the law? I can't think of the law right now. What's it called? But point of matter is, unless they get rid of that, Conobetti can't play. So Vunivalu would have a shout there. I don't even know what Vunivalu's doing anymore, to be honest with you. I don't even know what it's doing anymore. Sammy Studio says, Vunivalu last played for Fiji in the Rugby League World Cup 2017. Yeah, we know he played in the Rugby League. It's just we're trying to figure out if he played union, but I don't think I think he's contracted to the Wallabies, so it's a no. Jack Dean, is that the real Medvedev, though, or is it a random account? Jack Dean, do you think that the real Medvedev is watching us talk about the Drua versus Waratahs? Giddo's Law is so bad. Giddo's Law. Yes and no, Xavier Brown. We've seen the negative of the positive reason of why the Giddo Law exists from what happened in Japan with the Quade Cooper Samuel Konodevi situation in the last European tour. So there's positives and negatives. But halftime's about to finish here, guys. We're getting underway here for the second half. 40 minutes to go here. Let's go and hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here. And let's get it pumping, baby. Let's get it pumping, baby. If you don't get it pumping, there's something wrong with you. If you don't get it pumping right now, there is something wrong with you. Captain James says, imagine he's a massive Drua fan. Well, Medvedev, mate, you need to suck it up when it comes to those Australian fans next time you're at the Australian Open. How about that? Oh, the Drua oh, wow. What a way to start, lads. What a way to start. Drua knocked the ball on the first ball. Like, you're joking, man. Off the first kick, the Drua dropped the ball. So Waratahs here spread the ball. They're at the 22, out to the wing. It's number 11 here. Cuts back on the inside. Crunched down there by the 15. They're 10 metres out even the line here, the Waratahs. Ah, dearie me. Jack Dean, it's not the real Medvedev, mate. So, no, it definitely is the real Medvedev. Medvedev really, really enjoys my content. It really, really does. So, right-hand side of the Waratahs, that's a pretty average pass. It's going to work out, though. Drew will get the good tackle, though. Still decent defence here for a team that, isn't used to this level yet. All these guys are, it's a penalty. Well, screw that, right? Screw me, right? Saying that they're doing it right. That's a try. That's a try for the Waratahs. So it's going to be 26-23 with a kick to come. Yikes. Oh, that's a big yikes. Thank you very much to whoever just subscribed. Let me go have a look at what your name was. It was Josh T. What a man. Josh T is a great bloke. Josh is a very, very good man. Thank you very much for subscribing. Rupeni Valval, one of the best Fijian player. Well, yeah, fair enough. Medvedev says, yep, I have learnt my lesson, but at least I was right to call out Tsitsipas for coaching. Mate, Medvedev, just don't you start getting antsy in the chat, mate. We've already had enough of you from that Australian Open, all right? You start talking shit about our boy Nick Kyrgios, never again. Don't you do it, mate. Nick is a cult hero. Nick is a cult hero. But yeah, keep shooting through those really good rugby players over the years, guys. In Fiji, 15s, not 7s, because we can name about 100 players at 7s who are the best of all time for Fiji. John Finifuaki, good question, says, how do you think RTS goes this year? Roger Tuivasa-Sheck is who he's talking about. Obviously, Tuivasa-Sheck is going over to the Blues. Auckland Blues there. Shouldn't call them Auckland Blues, but they technically are. The Blues. Lalakai Fageti was the one who scored that try, by the way. Very good up-and-coming player. I think Tuivasa-Sheck will be good. I think he'll bring a bit of experience there. The Blues will probably, I think I had them coming third this year. The Reds coming second, Crusaders coming first, fourth was the Chiefs. But the second, he's going to miss that kick, I think. Yep, he is. Big bong. Bonus point right now for the Waratahs because of their 4 tries. Wait, have they got 4 tries? 5, 10. No. Have they got 4 tries? I think they might have. I don't know. All right. I don't know. Ryan Sims says, why is the Force play Fiji Drua over in Sydney rather than Perth? Because Western Australia is a gigantic cluster mess. I'm not going to say what the actual word is there, but it's a cluster mess. Let's put it that way. Western Australia currently is the highest restriction state in planet Earth. Oh, terrible kick there from the Waratahs. Terrible kicks. The Fiji Drua will get a ball here just outside the 22, but they will lose the ball at some stage. They may not even throw this ball in straight, but it's going to be fun to watch them regardless. That's what's going to happen. Sammy Souza says, and the Waratahs continuing from where they left off since the point says it all, even without actually watching the game. Sammy Souza, you're a big Drua fan. Don't lie to yourself. Don't even start thinking about getting behind the Waratahs. They actually won the ball there. I don't know how they won the ball there off that line-out, but they did, the Drua. Wow, that was a really random line-out. Oh, step back on the inside here. Good tackle there by the Waratahs. They just had the 22. Left-hand side, he could have only gets the ball off to number 4. Nasila Silla. Whoa, big Nasila Silla. He's, that's going to be a penalty. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Just test the arm. Here, Fiji, you like to test the arm. And now we're going to test the arm. Kicks the ball over the top. It's still a penalty range. Gets the ball. Oh, it's a knock on. That's a knock on. Oh, did he catch that ball? Did he just catch that ball? Surely that was a knock on, which would have been a penalty. So it's still Fiji ball. We're going to score a try. What's going on here? We kind of did lose the ball trust at some stage, but he didn't call it as a knock-on. There was definitely a knock-on there by the Fijian Drua, unless you've seen the most miracle catches there by Kuravoli. Unless you've seen the most miracle of miracle recoveries there before the ball hits the ground, there was definitely a knock-on there. Oh my God. I'm a bit confused how you're not seeing that one. So the ball's clearly held up here, but the penalty advantage should have happened because we should have come back with the knock on. Unless it's like a takeout there. There is actually a takeout there without the ball. Could be a yellow card. There is actually going to be a yellow card here for the Waratahs, I think. I think there's going to be a yellow card here for the Tars. So they're looking for an angle here. So the ball's definitely held up. We're not looking at that. We're looking at a potential foul play here. Did you hear Benji's prediction about Brooks LM of the year? First, you should know I heard about that because we spoke about it on the podcast on Tuesday. Yeah, he's taking out without the ball. He's absolutely taken out without the ball there. There was definitely a knock on there, by the way. Like, there was definitely a knock on there, by the way. I was right. So, yellow... What? Wait, are we looking at Fijian Drua here with the yellow card? Sorry? Did he just say white 1? Did he just say Fijian Drua white 1 here? What for? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. No, that is a yellow card against Fijian Drua here. Okay, so that's definitely a yellow card, but there also should have been a penalty and a yellow card for the taken out off the ball. But that is definitely a yellow card for the Drua. That number 1 there for the Drua. Shit, man, that's bad. So they're not even going to go back and have a look at that fact that there was a man taken out there, but there will definitely be a yellow card for the Drua, and it's a deserved yellow card. Trust says, if this is what the Tars are doing to them, imagine the Crusaders. No, I know, Trust. But this is the first game ever. Like, you got to give them a bit of a break, man. So, John Korandua will be 10 minutes in the bin here with a yellow card. That's not fun to see. No, that's not fun to see. But I still don't like the fact they didn't go back for the taken off without the ball, but that's definitely a yellow card, so that's a right call. Fraser Alarm says, my Wi-Fi wasn't working until Wednesday, so I missed out, unfortunately, my dude. Well, you'll see it on Tuesday then, won't you? You'll be there on Tuesday, won't you? At 8 o'clock my time, at 7 p.m. No, sorry, 8 o'clock your time, 7 p.m. my time. Yeah, I am nervous to see how the Crusaders go, and I think the Reds are going to you do pretty decently if they play like this too, but like I said, this is the first game, man. You got to give them a bit of a break. You got to understand that this shit takes time. You can't just expect them to be unbelievable straight away. It's the first time they're getting a taste of what it's like to play a professional rugby team, my guys. So, 6 likes away, by the way. 6 likes away from the Hungy Bomb. Bing bong. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here. If you love your Fijian Drua, you love your rugby. We're here literally doing rugby league, rugby union, everything, every day. So get around it. That's a pretty good kick there by the Waratahs. The Drua will get the ball here around the 22. Are they going to kick this one? They are going to do a nice little chippy chip up the top. Good kick, actually. Oh, safe catch, but wow, very good safe catch. He's going to be held up here. That's going to be a Fiji penalty. Hello? Why is that? That's going to be a scrum here. Oh, it's because it's off the kick. Because it's off the kick there. So we'll be a scrum feed here to the Tars. Inside the second half. 35 minutes to go here of the game. So he puts that one up there. They chase it through, but unfortunately, you can't hold him up in the tackle there off the kick. Maybe says you're going to stream more NRL vlogs this season. Well, streaming and NRL vlogs are completely different, but I will be doing vlogs this year, yeah. Yeah, I will be. Fraser Alarm says, Sri Lanka getting smacked by Australia this series despite a close second match. Yeah, but that's what we should be expecting, though. That was always going to be expected. Well, in the cricket. Of course, in the cricket. There's no other sport that Sri Lanka would do anything. I don't even know if Sri Lanka plays any other sport. Is there any other sport that Sri Lanka plays? It's a good question, mate. It is actually a genuinely good question. I don't know if there's another sport that Sri Lanka plays. Jack T says, I'm glad because I enjoy watching you play. You enjoy watching me play? Oh, you're talking about Buddy Medvedev. Oh, true. It's going to be like, I'm not playing right now, mate. Oh, I'm playing. I'll be playing later. I'm not playing right now. All right, so that's going to be a penalty here to the Drua. Ooh, baby. That's a triple. That's going to be a penalty here for the Drua on the scrum, against the scrum, and they're going to get it. Beautiful. That's what we're talking about. Remember when I told you we're talking about something? And you were like, what are we talking about? I said, that's what we're talking about. Now you know what we're talking about. Because we get the scrum. Or we get the penalty here. So it's going to be our ball. Somebody soon says, Waratahs shouldn't have any problems having their way with the Drua in discipline issues. Well, this is not a poor scoreline for the Drua. I'm sorry, but the only way it's a poor scoreline for the Drua is if they get beaten by 50. Which is still possible. It is still definitely possible. Fraser Alarm says, I'm not even sure I think cricket is the main one. Well, cricket is definitely the main one. Sri Lanka don't even invest in soccer, so I really don't know besides the cricket, and they don't play rugby league for sure. They probably would play football at some level, but yeah, it's not at any... Like, there might be like your badminton and stuff probably, like your Olympic events like the Chinese and the Asian region get really behind, but I wouldn't assume Sri Lanka would play pretty much anything else. I think cricket would be the only thing. So Drua here inside the 22 will get the ball, offloads it straight away, left-hand side. Now they're going to spread it. To spread it, no, they go up the guts here and take it down at the 22. Left-hand side, Cordovoli gets it off. And they've brought a couple of replacements on here. Sambuli, I think his name was, has come on there. For us, Sri Lanka and India the same, only one sport they follow. No. Hockey as well. It's going to be a penalty here to the Drua. Penalty here to the Drua here. Beautiful. Inside the 22, so put that ball into the corner, make it 5 minutes out. No, India have a few other sports. They have football as well. They have hockey. Hockey is actually their national sport. Sri Lanka play basketball. There we go. So 31 and a half minutes to go here. 5 minutes 44 to go of this yellow card, by the way. I'm still going to be talking. Give me 1 second here, guys. I'm still talking. Don't worry. I haven't disappeared. I have not disappeared. I do not disappear for long, ladies and gentlemen. That's how far I went. I went like a meter. Hockey is actually Pakistan's national sport. Well, it's actually also India's national sport. So 5 minutes 22 to go here of the yellow card. 48 minutes and 48 seconds gone here of the game. Like I said, guys, don't forget we'll be streaming all 3 games tomorrow. Crusaders. Waratahs are going to win this scrum. They're going to win the scrum unless they get it out quickly. And they do not. So Waratahs win the scrum. Yaggies. So Waratahs will win the scrum there. That was just too easy. Fiji need to really learn to outmuscle here. The thing is, man, Fiji are usually known for having some decently sized players, but not crazy big players like your Samoans and your Tongans and whatnot. I think Samoans are known for being the bulkiest of the 3 islands there. Tonga is known for probably being the leanest, and Fiji is known for being a bit of in between. You know, you got your big dudes, but they're not like Samoa. And then Tonga is really, really well structured, but they have some big sizey dudes too, but still not as big as Samoa in my personal opinion. Fair Grow Australia says, Toso Viti Toso, go Fiji, go. Exactly right. Unfortunately not looking too good right now, but doing fine. You know, they're still doing fine here with their first ever game. I repeat, guys, this is their first ever professional rugby game. You do need to consider this. So it might take some time for them to get into it, but here we go. Left-hand side of the Waratahs, they're away here. Get taken down to the 22. So they're going to spread this one. Oh, it's going to be a penalty here, the Waratahs. Oh, well, shit me drunk and call me Stacey. Penalty again. Oh, Waratahs step on the inside. Oh, wow. The number 10 there. Is that Kerr for the Waratahs? Oh, shit, man. I don't know what's going on. Fiji definitely needs conditioning. Yeah, Lake Shades, first game, man. First game. You've got to understand. I'm looking forward to when they play the Western Force. That might be a game they can win. But they ain't going to be beating no Crusaders this year. I can tell you that. I can tell you that right now. For us, would you really care if Titans lost tomorrow? No. All right, so right-hand side here, at the 22. They spread this one out to the Waratahs. All breaks on through. Oh, that's bad work there by the fullback. He's lucky he got that in the end. And that's going to be the penalty here for the Waratahs. Surprising? Are you surprised they got a penalty, guys? Josh T says Drua will learn to get better. Absolutely, Josh T. No, absolutely, my guy. This is what I'm saying every single time, and this is what I'm going to keep repeating for the next 30 minutes, guys. Whether you're Fijian or not Fijian, if you're just here to watch rugby and you're just here to understand what's going on, this is the first ever time that a lot of these local boys are playing against genuine professionals on an international level. The Waratahs, although they're shithouse, still have decent talent in their ranks, but are on that. With that being said, they've already played years, decades in the professional leagues, and they know the physicality needed. They know what they need to win the game. They know what they need to break through and what gaps to find. And on that level, the different level, a lot of these guys are fresh, new, and they're going to be coming through. This might be a hard season for the Drua. This is why I say to people in Fiji, you need to be patient. You need to be patient. There will be a win or two here or there. They will not come last this year. They will be better than the Moana Pacifica, probably still better than the Rebels, and probably still better than the Western Force, but in the same sense, you know, they are getting beaten by one of the worst teams in the Australian Conference for a while now. But overall, you just got to understand it's the first ever game. They will improve. They will get better. So just be patient, is what I'll say. Somebody says, at the moment, this is baptism of fire for the Drua. Not really. This isn't baptism of fire. Mate, baptism of fire is them playing the Satyrs right now. They would be down by 70. If they were playing the Crusaders right now, they would be down by 70. But they are not playing the Crusaders. They are playing the Waratahs, and they're only down by 23. That is not a big score. That is not a big score. The Waratahs, for them to be having a good time in this game, need to be winning by 50. And that's not an over-exaggeration. It's not an under-exaggeration. I think 50 points is what the Waratahs probably feel like they should be getting right now. Marawalu comes on there for Kurvoli. Rotave comes on here for Ravutamanda. And it's going to be 3 minutes to go here of this yellow card. The Waratahs should score a try here. They should score a try here. They're going to push. Oh, wow. They pushed that right to the ground themselves. No way was that a penalty against the Drua there. That was off themselves there. All the Waratahs had open space and didn't decide to pass it. Interesting. Left-hand side here for the Waratahs. Good defense here for the Drua so far. Good defense in this play. I'm surprised they didn't score off that drive, but they put it... Oh, that's a great pass. That's a great pass. So Gus Bell will score a try there for the Waratahs, and it's going to be 33-3. 33-3 because it's 31-3 here with the kick to come. It's basically right in front. That was a great kick, though. Josh T says, well, Drua did beat Rebels in a warm-up, 28-26. Yeah, but see, the thing is, Josh T, I'm going to tell you something that you might not like, is that in regards to the NRL, my team, the Titans, play the Brisbane Broncos tomorrow. I'm a Gold Coast Titans fan, right? If my team loses 50-0, I couldn't care less. I dead set couldn't care less about tomorrow. I could not care less about any score. The warm-up games are not about the result. So if anyone doesn't understand what warm-ups are like, warm-up games are meant to be so you can look at the individual players, right? You can see what individual players are playing like. Will they probably work? Are they good enough to be at this level? If they're not good enough to in a preseason game, then they're probably not good enough to be playing in a regular season game because they're so different. So most people shouldn't. I don't think anyone should care about the result, the actual winner and loser of a preseason game or warm-up game. But you have to look at the individuality. So the fact of the matter is they won that game 28-26, like you said, but overall, the result doesn't matter. They just had a lot of individual performances that would have been good enough to win that game and score those tries. Xavier Brown's just his poor defense. Xavier Brown, they're down to 14 men, mate. They're down to 14 men. Like, what do you want from them there? What do you want from them there? Mevin says, Blaze, how would you rate Fiji as a place? As a place, 10 out of 10. Fraser Lime says, Fiji can score some more points. I reckon they should take it as a win since it's their first game and try to reduce the margin of a loss. Man, as long as they don't lose by 50, positive result. Not positive, but they'll take anything from this game. As long as it's not a 50-point loss. And right now, they're down by 30. 50 is still absolutely on the cards. But if they can score a try, that's a big positive for them. If they lose this game, let's say 47-10, I think that's a relatively, keyword relatively, positive result. Because they can take a positive out of it that they score a try. That's going to be a penalty here, the Waratahs. Yep, they've shipped it out. That's fine. Somebody says, still a respectable score for the Drua at 23 points currently. Nope, at 30 points currently. And that's going to be a knock-on from the Waratahs. At least we got something. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Somebody says, and the Waratahs score again. As I said, the 23 points margin gone 28-30. Oh, sorry. Well, you must be a little bit behind, though. Mendezev says 10 out of 10. Okay, now I definitely want to go to Fiji. Mate, Fiji's a beautiful place. You don't want to go to Fiji. If you haven't been to Fiji yet, this place is amazing. Golokoto comes on here for Ikanavere, and Rombumu will come on here for Samuela Tamwake. Xavier Brown says, imagine a massive comeback. Mate, I will take my shirt off and I will beat my chest like a gorilla if that happened. Tom Horton comes on for Paraki as well. Jack Dean says, Fiji Drua could still win this. Well, shit, man. We win this game? Oh, buddy, I tell you right now, I would lose my mind. I think I would probably headbutt the computer, which would end the stream. That's how crazy I'd get if the Drua were able to win this game. So they're just outside the 22 right now, down by 30. If they win this game, I'll lose my mind. But it's a big comeback. I've seen plenty of big comebacks before by the Drua, but that was the National Rugby Championship days. Drua here, left-hand side. Here we go. Chance here. Cuts back on the inside there. 22 metres out. And release him. His knees have hit the ground there. Oh, he got the ball away. How did he get that ball away there? How did he get that ball away? Drua, right-hand side. Gets his ball out, just outside the 22. Sets back on the inside, the big number 5 here. Ooh, good run there. Good cheeky little run. They spread it back out to the right. Got the guts. High tackle. Hello. Penalty advantage, surely. Penalty advantage, surely. No penalty advantage. Okay, well, the referee is an alcoholic. He's definitely drunk. Losing meters here. Not making a great deal of meters right now, the Drua. Left-hand side, they go. The big number 12 here. Is that Rovovo? Is that Rovovo? I'm not sure. Back into the right. They're not making a great deal of meters here. They're still outside the 22 right now. Still needs to do something, and nothing's really happening, but they're giving it a crack. Now they're inside the 22. Good push, good push, good push, good push, good push, good push. They're about 15 out. Lost the ball. Lost the ball there. Yikes. And the Drua will get that. Oh, they're going to throw the ball in off the line out here. They're not even going to go over the line out. They're just going to quickly take it. Inside their own 50. It's a ballsy call considering all their players look like they're kind of struggling a bit right now, stamina-wise. Ballsy call to be going quickly there and not giving your players, especially your forwards, a bit of rest there. Pass the ball out. Good offload. See, we haven't been seeing the typical Fiji style here in this game today, by the way. We have not seen... That's a penalty, Fiji, surely. No, apparently not. we haven't seen any of what Fiji's normal style is, which is offloads and going crazy, which is, I guess, a bit of a disappointment. You still want to see, although you want to see some defensive structure, you still want to see the way Fiji play, and they haven't really done it today. I think they've been a bit nervous, which is why I'm saying wait till next week, wait for a couple of weeks, and you'll see them really start to come out of their shells a little bit more. Because I think that was the first offload that I've seen in this game just then. The first offload. Fiji are known for throwing about 100 offloads in a half. So Drua here with the ball outside the 4. Oh, that's picked off. That's picked off. That's a pick 6, baby. That's a pick 6 for the Waratahs. That's a pick 6. That's a pick 6. So it will be 38-3 here with the kick to come. About to be 43. Liam Doris says, who won the Super Rugby last year? Super Rugby has been won by the Crusaders for the last 4 out of 5 years. Oh, well, Super Rugby Trans-Tasman last year was won by the Blues, but the other 4 years were the Crusaders. The Crusaders won the New Zealand version. That's unfortunate there. That pass was terrible. That pass was terrible. But unfortunately, the Drua will not win today, ladies and gentlemen. Unless there's a bigger comeback. Wowee. Unless there's a bigger comeback. Lack of cohesion is a good word to be utilising there, to be honest with you. But 7 likes away from 100, guys. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. We are going to be doing all 3 games tomorrow, plus also the Drua play next week against the Brumbies in Canberra, which will be a big one. That'll be a big one because the Brumbies are a very physically dominant team. They don't play crazy exciting footy. They play really physically dominant. Jake Gordon scored the try there, by the way, with the intercept. Jake Gordon with the intercept there. Josh T says, think they're trying to play more structured Super Rugby style of play, which is not Fiji style of play. They need to just play freely. I think there's, definitely you need a mixture of both, Josh. I think you need to have the structured play with also the creativity that we see Fiji Drua play with. I just think they're very nervous right now. So they'll get the kick. It'll be 40-3 here with 22 minutes to go here. They'll get the kick, but look, I think that they're too nervous to play their freestyle right now, and they're really trying to focus on not losing rather than winning or putting that respectable score along. So, yeah, I think they're just too scared of kind of the fact that they are in the big boy league now. This isn't playing Singatoka versus, Ba. This isn't Singatoka versus Suva. This is the New South Wales Waratahs that they're playing. Oh, Fiji Drua will get the ball here off the kickoff, though. That's nice. That's nice. So left-hand side here, and they're going to slip up here. Manawalu gets taken down. Drua here, just inside the 40. Good run by the number 20 there. Good strong run. Needed a few of those. A try would be a positive for the Drua. That's just a simple fact. A try would simply be a positive for the Drua at any stage here. So the Drua here, now they're going to be to the 22. This is a good run here. That number 12, is that Ravovo? He's been good here today. Number 12 has been good. They're inside the 22 right now, the Drua. They are pushing. They're doing nicely here. Let's go quickly have a little look-ski here at who this number 12 is. I just want to make sure because he has had a good game. Oh, here we go. Chance here. Offload the ball. He passed it to the Waratahs. That's a mistake again. That should have been a try there for the Drua, but a mistake again. And it's going to be a penalty, Fiji. Ooh, let's go. It is Ravovo. It is Kalavetia Ravovo. Ravovo is a very good player. Kalavetia Ravovo will be a good play here, so do keep an eye on him. But the Drua here, penalty 5 minutes out from play. So it's going to be a scrum here, the Drua 5 minutes out. Somebody says, even if the Drua don't win, could at least make the score respectable after experiencing the real Super Rugby season while regrouping for the next game. Absolutely, They're only 5 minutes out here with the penalty, and they're going to get a scrum. So if they can try and push over here, this will be their first try, and it'll give them some good motivation going forward. Let's be honest, they're not going to win this game, but scoring a try, scoring 2 tries would be really quality for them. Scoring 1 try would be something. No matter what, they don't lose to nil. They just scored the penalty before. But, a try it shows that you can score. If you don't score a try, you start to doubt yourself ahead of the next game too and thinking, can we score? Especially against the Brumbies. The Brumbies are a much better team than the Waratahs, especially in Canberra too, mind you. But then again, they would know all about... Oh my God, Fekete intercepted the ball. They lost the ball though, so it's going to be Fiji Drua with the ball. So Fiji Drua will have the ball here at their own basically halfway point now. Shit, man. The ball got intercepted again, and they ran it back, but then they lost the ball, thankfully. So the Drua here just outside the 22 right now. Spin the ball left. No, it's going to be a knock-on here for the Waratahs, so it will be Fiji Drua ball. Captain James says, kids finally got sick of Rio. At least I can watch a little bit of this now. Yeah, well, look, even though it's not great here for the Drua, man, it's still good to watch to see kind of what I'm yapping on about and to understand that I'm not talking shit when I say, like, this team will be good. If you watch this game, you can see the team can be good, but it's too early. It's just they're too fresh. They're just too fresh right now. I should turn this aircon off. My nose has got really blocked. There we go. All right, Carlo Tizzano comes on here for Charlie Gamble. And Tawa Kapulu will come on here for Johnson Holmes for the Waratahs. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Caleb Muntz will come on here for Calaveti Ravovo. Like I said, guys, Ravovo, very good here for the Drua today, in my opinion. I'm not noticing defensively, but offensively, very good. Jeez, I left the aircon on for too long. So 19 minutes to go here in the game. The Waratahs will win, but I just want to see Fijian Drua win it, get a try. Getting a try is a positive for the Drua. Doesn't matter scoring 2, just get that one. Because like I said, the Brumbies are a much tougher task. The Western Force are going to be a good battle, and it's in Sydney, so it's not all the way over in Perth. It's not a long trip to go over. Josh Cheese and more Fiji Golfy sneeze. Well, yeah, I've got. Thing is, like I said, guys, I don't usually drink on stream, so I'm only having one here today. So that's why I'm still kind of sipping it, because I know that tonight's going to be a bit of a good one out in Nandi. So yeah, I didn't want to drink. I wasn't going to be drinking on stream, but that's why I'm still at the same beer here. As A. Brown says, do Fijian players get swamped when they go to Fiji? Kind of. You know, like I said, I see Melly all the time out in Nandi, and he doesn't really get swamped, but they definitely do get asked for photos and whatnot, yeah. Maybe not at the clubs, but definitely in public. In public, yeah. In public, yeah. So Brad says, like, people love them so much. Yeah, like, especially the sevens team from the... Maybe not the 15s team, but the sevens team definitely. Still, the 15s team will progress over time, though. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really see Fiji Drua players out, or Fiji players out too much. The only time I see the guys is when I'm doing a vlog and I see them at the Oceania Sevens tournament in Suva, or if I see, you know, Melly or whatnot. I was on the, well, I know Nasoko, kind of on Nasoko, we were on the same flight when they were flying from Fiji to Sydney for the Sevens in 2020. So I was speaking to him beforehand and whatnot. But we know, obviously, I know a few of the guys from back in the National Rugby Championship days when I was vlogging for him, and also from the Sevens in the Oceania. See, I told you, as soon as I turn that aircon off, I'm not sneezing anymore, lads. I'm not sneezing. Gee whiz. But Fiji Drua here, 5 metres out. Here we go. Here we go. Line out here for the Drua. 5 metres out here for the line. Here we go. Chancey, baby. Chancey. This is our time, baby. This is our time, baby. Come on. 17 minutes to go here. This is our time. Ryan Sims says, wow, Waratahs are destroying Fiji Drua. You can kind of see the Fiji Drua seeds falling out. What on earth are you talking about, you muppet? What on earth are you muppeteering right now? So the Drua here, 5 metres out. Come on, drive, baby. Drive. Come on, 5 metres out. Come on, just give me that one try. Give me that positivity. They get taken down there. Penalty surely for the Drua for the taking down from the Waratahs. Oh, lost ball, knock on. Knock on against the Drua. Knock on against the Drua. You are joking me, mate. You are shitting me, son. You are shitting me. Somebody says, yep, especially when it's the Sevens players getting swamped by fans. I think that more Sevens players would get swamped, yeah. AFL18 says, Jesus, poll's accurate. Well, people are going to get behind their team, man. Like I said, the poll doesn't necessarily reflect who people think is going to win. The poll reflects who is the most supported team in the chat. That's always how it has been too. Man, I can't believe how much that, just turning the aircon off for literally 2 seconds, I feel like $1 million. I feel like $1 million now, babe. 16 minutes to go here, and the Waratahs on the ball, 5 minutes out. Somebody says, right now it seems the anti-Fiji ref syndrome is taking over Drua fans, if you know what I mean. I don't know what you mean. Anti-Fiji ref syndrome has taken over Drua fans, if you know. I don't know what you mean, to be honest with you. And it's going to be a penalty to Drua. Tosso Vitti. Tosso Vitti. Oh, here we go. Chance here. Bush. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Give me that try. 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 Oh, why is there a punch on? Shut your goddamn mouth, dude. Let's be happy with that try, you muppet. Just go over there and shut up in the mall. What are you doing having a punch on here, coming over and trying to have a bit of a tussle here with the Fijians? What's going on here? Just let the boys have a bloody celebration here for scoring the first ever try in their bloody history. What's wrong with you? Dexter Stearns, good to see you again, bro. Keep up the good work. Appreciate you, Dexter. We're here every single week, man. We've got all 3 Super Rugby games tomorrow. We've got the rugby game on Sunday. That's a try, baby. Give me that shit. Give me that shit, baby. Give me that money. Give me that money, TRY try time, son. He kind of does propel himself a little bit, though. Somebody says, let's just say ref is being a little dodgy in the first half. At least my uncle is cussing him out. I don't believe that the ref has been dodgy, to be fair. I don't believe so. I don't believe this has been the ref's fault. I told you guys what was going to happen in regards to the way the Fijian Drua play from beforehand. Vilive Kinigini. Hello, Vilive Kinigini. Yes! It's going to be a try time for the Fijians. Let's go. Trust says the ref is very fair, actually, unlike Blaze bias. What do you mean? I just literally just said it was fine. You shut your dirty little mouth, Trust. But that's a try time, baby. Iyo! Tosoviti. Trust, that's effectively a loss of the Waratahs there, Trust. That is effectively a loss of the Waratahs because that is a TRY time for the Fijian Drua. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's a very fair try. Tosoviti, baby. Reedy Nichols says Saturday tomorrow. Yes. Well done. That is accurate on the calendar. Tomorrow is, in fact, Saturday. Yes. AFLA says, never mind. Comeback on the poll actually is very accurate. See, AFLA, this is where you start thinking. You know, this is where I start believing in the old noggin you got going there because that's right. The comeback's on, mate. The comeback is on. Trust knows it. Just trust me when I say Trust knows it. So Baden Kerr here to go for the kick. 28 metres out, 41-degree angle, and he will slappity. Boopski! That is a conversion. And that, my friends, is 40-10. 30-point game here. 15 minutes to go. If they came back, I believe that if they came back, I would have an aneurysm. I would. I would. So Brown says, is the... What? I have no idea what that is, and I'm also not going to read that comment out because I'm not too certain what the comment is referring to, and it's an interesting comment, Xavier Brown, so I'm going to leave that comment. Xavier, Fiji Drua going to get the ball here. Here we go. Now we're talking. I just realised that they scored the try, so they're obviously going to get the ball, so I'm all over the shot, but at least the Drua got a bit of positivity right now, a bit of motivation. You know, trust me when I say that they're coming back. They're going to win this game. They're going to win this game by about 30, mate. I reckon they could win this game by about 40 at this stage. They're going to score like 80 unanswered points here in this last few moments. But you can definitely feel the intensity for the Drua has definitely risen energy-wise since they got that try. Like, look at them. Look at the way they're playing right now. It is exciting. And this is what we want to see from them. We just want to see more offloads and more... That's going to be a penalty. Let's go. Another try would be really impressive. Listen to the atmosphere. That's a small crowd, but Bank West, or Bank, is always a really good atmosphere, regardless of the size of the crowd. Somebody says, I personally don't blame the ref for being strict as usual in terms of what the Drua will be dealing with in the Super Rugby professional environment, but good to know that the Drua finally get a try. Yeah, look, I think that the referee's been fine. This is what the Drua have been doing since the National Rugby Championship days. This is exactly what the Fijians do on an international level. What a kick! What a kick! That's unbelievable. Cooper says, hey mate, how are you? Well, be better. My team's down by 30 points right now, but reflectively on this game, it's actually a pretty decent score. It's not a terrible score here at all. Trust Xavier, what are you on about? Yeah, I'm not too sure what that comment is from Xavier. I'm really confused. That's why I didn't read it out. I'm trying to figure out what he's actually asking me there. I'm hoping he's not asking me what I think he's asking me. But that does curl back in there, so he's gonna be straight. Here we go, Fiji Drua here, left hand side. Look at him go. Look at the energy right now. Feel the vibe. The vibe, the energy is really pumping for the Drua as we speak. They get this ball here to the 22. Here we go. Drua with the ball. Score another try here to be beautiful. Numbers. He gets the ball back on the inside. Oh, it's gone out. Damn it. Unlucky. Somebody says at least the Drua finally waking up in the second half somehow. This is what I'm saying. This is the first game. This is the way we know Fiji Rugby. That was a stupid play. But this is what we know Fiji Rugby. Pass the ball, bit of flair, bit of excitement. Yeah, he does go out. Definitely does go out. Bit of excitement, not just simply structure. It's been too structured and too nervous in this game, but you're always going to get the nerves in the first game of the season, let alone the first game ever for the Drua, let alone the first game on a professional level for majority of these players. Oh, yeah. So Xavier Brown, the reason why we were confused is because you said full black and you're talking about the full back. So just to clarify for everyone in the chat, he was talking about the full back. But you understand why I wasn't really answering that question. But he said, I'm asking where the Drua fullback is from. He doesn't look Fijian. Oh, okay. No, probably. He might be Kiwi or something like that. But it was just the way you kind of said that. But in the same sense, it doesn't really matter. It's all good, lads. He's not meaning it he's not meaning it badly. He's just saying where he's from. Probably New Zealand or something like that, man. Oh, here we go. Waratahs on the left-hand side. There's a big chance here for them to score. Good. Oh, big hit. Turnover. Penalty. No, they're going to get the ball away. Kipper Sands, that's not good that your team is losing by 30 points. It is what it is, Kipper Sands. It's the first time they've ever played a game, man. This is the first time they've ever played on a professional level. I think this is actually a pretty good score. So 11 minutes to go here in the game, guys. Are we at 100 likes yet? I think we're like 4 likes away. We are at 100 likes. Let's go, baby. If you guys love your rugby, hit that big old red subscribe button. We're here every single game. And that's going to be fine and touch around the 4:35 maybe out. 35 out or so. It is very funny though. I will grant Xavier Brown the fact that it is very funny watching the Fijian Drua, with a international player in their team from like a New Zealand or from an Australia, because obviously it is quite interesting to see, a white guy in the Islander team. It's funny. A lot of Fijians will laugh at it too, but it's good to see though. Like they still need a bit of experience from international and whatnot, but it would be interesting to see how he adapts to the tactics of the Fijians, because it's not an easy adaptation to be utilising. Their structure to knock on there from Waratahs. Fiji will get the ball. Somebody says, yeah, typical Fijian rugby where they seem to pull it late, but it's pretty much expected in game one with a slow start. Yeah, they do pull it late. I remember a game. Oh, go you good thing. Here we go, down the left-hand side. He kicks. Oh, it's offside. They're offside. It should be a penalty there, to be honest with you. They didn't call offside. I think that should have been offside against the Drua there. They didn't call it. How about that for unbiased there, Trust? Yeah, but bastard. How about that one for unbiased? Huh? Telling you that Waratahs should have got a penalty. See, as much as I talk about my team, I'm not as biased as you think I am. I'm biased, but I'm not as biased as you think I am. Jeffrey says, let's go Hurricanes tomorrow night. No, Jeffrey, let's go Drua every night. But the Hurricanes be a good game tomorrow against I think it's the Crusaders, isn't it? Crusaders versus the Hurricanes. Be a big game. Chiefs, Highlanders too. Huge night tomorrow night. So big high kick up there. And it's a knock on there from Fiji, unfortunately. Fraser Alarms 33-3 to 40-10 is a decent period. Not going to lie for the Fijians. Yeah, it's been a decent little period here for the Drua. Oh, that's lost ball. That's going to be Fiji ball. That's going to be Fiji ball here. Let's go at the halfway point. Get it quickly going. We've got some space here. Got some numbers inside the attack of 50 now. And then, they're not going to win, guys. But this is exciting. The penalty here to the Drua. This is what we look forward to. This is what I said. Next week, the Drua. Sorry, the penalty. It doesn't matter. It was a knock on though. But this is what we look forward to next week. Hopefully they can use this momentum and this motivation here to say that we can score. We're actually not too bad. We're actually not too bad when we get a ball moving and grooving. Cooper Sands, did you see the Rays trial against the Roosters? Rays won. Cooper Sands, do I look like I've seen the Roosters versus Rays game when I'm currently streaming a rugby game between the Drua and the Waratahs? That's my question. Why'd they kick that ball straight down the guts there? They didn't. That was weird. That was a really weird kick. And that was really weird that the Drua... I don't know what that was from the Drua. That was terrible. That was really odd. That was really, really odd. Jeffrey says, absolutely, Hurricanes beat Crusaders in the preseason. Yeah, but the preseason's the preseason. The Crusaders, for me, sorry, bro, but the Crusaders will win tomorrow night. Sorry, my guy, but I think the Crusaders win tomorrow night. The Hurricanes, they've still got a decent team, but I don't really rate them a great deal this year. They are a very good player, though. Oh, good pass. The Drua here. Offload. Tackle without the ball. Tackle without the ball, referee. I'm sorry, but that's the wrong call. He's called the knock on there. That's fair. The knock on happened, but the tackle without the ball was what happened first. That's ridiculous. He's literally been tackled without the ball here before he could get the ball, which is why he knocks the ball on. That's frustrating. It is what it is, Cooper says, Trust says, nope, at George. Who's George? There's no George here, mate. There's no George, mate. What are you talking about? You drunk, mate? You had a few drink already? You had a few drink, buddy? There's no one named George in the chat. But all the Drua look pretty tired here. So they're just kind of trying to get through this last 8 minutes right now. Jeffrey says, what about Chiefs vs Highlanders? I like Chiefs 12 and under. Yeah, I think Chiefs win, mate. I agree with you. I don't know about the scoreline. I'd be nervous. I would be very nervous in regards to 12 and under. I meant Jeffrey. No, you trust. This is what I'm saying, mate. You gotta ease up on the drinks too early, mate. It's still early in the night, buddy. You know, people would tell me to drink the rum before. I'm like, oh, whoa. You know, hold on, man. Hold on a second. All right, so 72 minutes gone here. But yeah, I'll take the Chiefs 12 and under. I think it could be a close game, but it is Chiefs home game, and the Chiefs should be a better team than this year. Well, it was a fun game to watch here still. You know, it was still a fun game. Good way to start the season. The first 10 to 15 minutes, the commentary talking about, the first 10 to 15 minutes was actually quite impressive from the Drua. The physicality was good, but then the professionalism took over from the Waratahs. And that's going to be a repacked scrum. So there's still 7 minutes to go here, guys. I think next week they'll be better, but I think the Brumbies will win by about the same scoreline. I think the Brumbies probably put on a better score. That might be like 60 to 15 or something like that. I think the Drua might be able to score a couple of tries next week, but the Brumbies should still put a bit of a score through them. The Brumbies are a better team than the Waratahs, guys. Do you remember that? They are the best team, second best team in Australia, you'd probably argue. Second best team in Australia, just behind the Reds. Jack Lewis says, annoying, can't get any Super Rugby on Sky Sports this year. That's frustrating. But at least you can get on BKR Sport this year, eh? Hey, Jeffrey says Brumbies 13 plus. The Brumbies, they play the Rebels, yeah. Brumbies definitely 13 plus. And that's going to be a penalty here to the Drua again. The Drua have actually been getting quite a few penalties here from the scrum here today, which has been really impressive. You know, definitely my screen's going to freeze. I'm going to have to refresh the stream, but definitely impressive by the Drua to be getting so many scrum penalties against the scrum. Yeah, fantastic. Somebody who says, of course, the Drua will regroup and learn from this since the first game loss was expected. Trust says, the Drua will regroup and repeat everything again. I'm not too sure why Trust is so against the Drua. Like, I've never seen someone who just says, who wants the Drua to fail so much. Like, what do you have against Fiji, my guy? Like, what's going on? Jeffrey says, Queensland Reds to win. Yeah, the Reds play the Western Force, don't they? They'll slap the Western Force. They will slap the Western Force, mate. They'll put a score through them. Just trying to refresh this right now. I'll take a 40-10 scoreline. If they can not give up another try here, that'd be fantastic. Oh, it's going to be a knock-on here against the Drua. Lovely. Lovely. Jack Lewis says, you doing Titans Broncos tomorrow? Have that on Sky and the Rabbits Cowboys. No, so that's a knock-on there from the line-out. I won't be doing Titans Broncos because that will be the same time as the Reds take on... I might do Titans Broncos, to be fair, but the Reds do take on the Rebels at that time. To be fair, I might do Chiefs Highlanders and Crusaders. What time, my time though, is that Titans Broncos game is my question. I don't know. Maybe. I'll consider it. But the Reds Rebels game is on, so it'll be interesting. But the Reds will win that game by a lot, so I don't really care too much if I'm streaming that game or not. Because I know the Titans Broncos. But then again, I don't care too much about the Titans Broncos either. Like, it's a trial game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really give a shit too much about the result of that game. It's just to see the young blood coming through. Xavier says, what's up, mate? Mate, something's up. It's up, all right. It's definitely up. It is definitely up as we're waiting for this game to finish here. But, you know, the Drua gave it a go. They gave it a good go. They're going to lose here. But it is what it is. You know, they'll regroup, as we say, and they have had a really good spurt in the last 10 minutes. The last 10 minutes has been impressive. The first 10 to 15 minutes was impressive, but in between that, unfortunately, got done. 9:05 a.m. here, Titans game, I think. You're 12 ahead. Yeah, 12 ahead, so that'd be 9 p.m. Ooh, okay, yeah, I probably could do that, to be fair. I probably could do that, but it depends. It depends on if I'm feeling it. Depends if I'm feeling doing a trial match or the actual game of the Reds. All right, so the Waratahs have the ball. Another penalty against the scrum for Fiji. This is wild. The Fiji are crucifying the Waratahs in the scrum. That's a major positive to take out of this game. They have slaughtered the Waratahs in regards to the scrum, and they may get another try here. 40-17 would be a really impressive scoreline here for the Drua, in my opinion. So they're going to go for touch right now. There's 3.5 minutes to go. 5 metres out. They're going to get the line out. 3.5 minutes left here. Come on, one more try. That beer got me through 80 minutes. Technically 90 minutes because it includes half time. That beer got me through 90 minutes there. All right, so Dolakoto here with the line out. He throws the ball in. Good take there in the air. Now push. Push. It's a good return there from the Waratahs to prevent that. And it's a penalty advantage here to the Drua. They may score here. Push, you big fellas. Push, big fellas. Go. Push. Another penalty advantage. Drop down. Try. Oh, held up. Oh, come on. Try time, baby. Is it a try? Oh, it's held up. Damn it, I thought it was a try. But it's going to be 5 metres out. I'm going for the scrum here if I'm Drua. Oh, he's quick tapped it. It's going to be Drua hit. A metre out. Quick tapped it. Right-hand side. Get the ball out. Oh, you don't need to be going up to the forward, man. That was selfish. Come on, man. Score one more try here. And it's another penalty advantage here for the Drua. 5 metres out. Come on, big fella. 6 metres out now. They're just trying to push. That's got to be a penalty there for coming over the top there. Off his feet. Right-hand side here. They're now 8 metres out, the Drua. Not making metres right now. They spread this ball out the back line. Phase number 5. They don't have the numbers out here. 7 metres out right now. They spread the ball back out to the left-hand side. Everything's kind of freezing for me, so I'm doing my best. Another penalty advantage here for the Drua. Come on, one more try, man. Just one knock on, but it will be a penalty advantage. Doesn't matter. All right, there's a player injured right now too. Somebody says, sucks that the Drua are peaking late here. They should do it early in the next game, preferably. Yeah, but the Brumbies, they're not going to beat the Brumbies. The Drua will not beat the Brumbies. With a minute 30 or so to go here. Jeez, they got so close. That's so unlucky they got held up there. That was so close. I kind of thought he was going to award the try there, but then he decided against it. Bit odd. So a minute. Come on, man. One more try in this last minute 40. Xavier Brown says, you love all sports. Do you watch cycling like the Tour de France? I don't mind it, but no, I don't. I probably couldn't really get too much into that. I don't know how to commentate that, and it's not really... My sports are all very physically based, obviously, you know what I'm saying? Thank you much to Yuate Adangua for subscribing. Appreciate you, Yuate. But I know how athletic and how I do respect cycling. I've actually been recently getting into the rower because we've got a rower here in the house. And I've been really appreciating that. And I understand what cycling does to the legs too. Don't you worry. Trust us, mate. Keep it rugby. No, it's all right. It's the end of the game. I feel like I know who you are, Trust, by the way. Let me guess. You're a Parramatta fan, aren't you? So, minute 20 to go here. Drua here, about 8 metres out of the line. Somebody says, even if they don't beat the Brumbies, the Drua should keep up with them at least without being totally pumped. The Brumbies are a much better team than the Waratahs, but at least the Drua would have learnt from... this game here, and they're going to lose that scrum. They know they're going to repack the scrum. Funny how their own scrum they're struggling with, but the scrum against the Fiji, they're actually doing well. Finch gone for 2. This guy's washed up, had form for a long time. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the old Finch Meister. I watched American Pie today, though. That's a good Finch. American Pie for the first time in dead set, like a decade. So, 40 seconds left here. Till I hit the Nandi. Till I hit the Nandi town. Kim Stan says, your team is losing, bro. Pick another team. How about I eat a dick? How does that one sound? So 30 seconds to go now. Left-hand side, they've got 3. Right-hand side, they've got 2. They've actually got numbers here on... I actually think they should go right here. Waratahs have the numbers, but I reckon the Fijians can actually outpace them here and get that ball over the line. So repacking the scrum again here. Jeez, come on, man. There's like literally 5 seconds left of the game here. Let's just play the scrum, get the ball out, let them score. That's it. Bro, any update of Finch? I've not heard of him ever since he got arrested or any update on the situation in his court case. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I have no idea what that's about. So we're into the red now. 80 minutes going here. The Waratahs will get the bonus point here, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in here, guys. Brett Finch. I'm not too sure. It doesn't really matter, mate. Doesn't really matter. Let that situation be. And that's going to be a penalty again for the Drua here. It's a yellow card here for the Waratahs. Big chance here for the Drua to get a try. Come on. Big chance for the Drua to get a try. 5 meters out. Let's get a nice little try here to finish it up. Finish this bad boy up. Finish this bad boy up, baby. So going to lose that back row there. Cooper Sands and Xavier Sands. I'm about literally 3 seconds away from timing you guys out. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Xavier Sands is fine, but Cooper Sands, you try and troll a little bit here. You like literally probably 3 seconds, one more coming away from a timeout to be fair. But then again, the stream's ending in like 5 minutes anyway. It doesn't really matter to be fair. But we are into the red. The Waratahs do have the yellow card. Fijian Drua 5 meters out. Come on, get one more try. Come on, man. Finish it up. Get that one more try. 40-17 is a good score for the Drua. 23-point loss is not bad. Johnson Holmes comes on. Will Harris goes off. Come on, one more. Just the one more here. Please don't have to repack the scrum. I just want this game to finish up now. Get this try here. Get the ball out. Get the ball. They're going to try and push it here. They're trying to push over. They're trying to push over. It's a penalty advantage here to the Drua as well. Penalty advantage to the Drua as well. They're going to push. No, man. So it's going to be Drua, ball, 10 meters out. I just go for the quick one, lads. Like, stop. Wait, come on, man. Don't do another scrum, please. Oh, they're going for another scrum here. Come on, man. Guys, we're doing a scrum again. Guys, what's 82 minutes gone here? Like, really? Like, come on, man. Like, what are you trying to do? Can I try to get another yellow card here? Like, please finish the game up here, lads. Come on in, man. Let's finish this bad boy up. Don't forget, guys, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new. Last 5 penalties conceded, all Waratahs. But the positives to take out this game here for the Drua today, against the scrum, got a lot of penalties. Scored a try. They'll take it. Are in an opportunity to score a try right now. Actually weren't terrible on defense, despite the fact they gave up 40. You definitely got to appreciate kind of what they've done here today. But in the same sense, yeah, it's their first game. All right, so the final scrum here, 5 meters out. If the Waratahs get the ball any stage, they'll just end the game. And last little chance here. Selfish, stepped inside, had the numbers out right, and that's going to be a penalty. It's a penalty advantage to the Drua. Wow. Penalty advantage to the Drua. Oh, please don't give it. Oh, dude, please just let the game play. Take a quick tap. They have taken a quick tap. Steps on the inside. Revovo's out here. I thought Revovo came off. Apparently not. But it's going to be... Oh, come on. Held up. And that should be the game there. That is the game. So, final score here, guys. 40-10 the Waratahs. Really appreciate the game. They had a good time. Obviously, the Drua will lose. The Waratahs will get the bonus point. But in the same sense, you do got to appreciate what they did. I think they'll be much better next week for it. They do take on the Brumbies, though, which will be tough. But tomorrow, guys, we have 3 games. We're doing the Chiefs versus Highlanders. We've got the Crusaders versus the Hurricanes. And then we've also got the Reds versus the Rebels. So, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're around here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We've also, don't forget the Fiji Drua game next week. We're here for every Drua game. And now it's my time to go at the Nendy. That's why I wanted the game to finish, because I want to go at the Nendy down right now before Buddy lockout at 1. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys next. 1 second. We live a Guinea. So thanks for the live, brother. Looking forward to the next game. Appreciate you. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.